All right, let's get this shit started. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. I lost track of the time. Bite me, okay? Uh, it's not really to start off with, but what the hell? Dwayne, what's up? Black Wall Street, what's up? I'm sorry, but I was a few minutes late. That's on me. I lost track of time. I am not perfect. Shout out to my man, Uncle D, Dennis Sperling. I've been watching him the last few days, and his content is tremendous. If you are a single black man that is tired of the fuckery by black women, I would advise you to go check him out. He's very good, and he got some donations from me on the Cash App. Black Wall Street's ready to hop on board, so give him a minute. Dennis Sperling, shout out to you, my brother. You do tremendous content, my friend. And black men like me support the passport gang when it comes to American black women. I totally support you guys. Sheila E., good morning. We're gonna get this shit started. I'll be on for a while today, like to about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna watch the football. Then I'll be back around 8 o'clock tonight. We'll go all night because tomorrow football games don't interest me. No offense to Black Wall Street. Sheila E., you're 5 days away, girl, from the Rangers dropping the puck against the Islanders, and it's going to count. The beautiful nicer, the boogie down. Thank you, baby. I was in that boogie down this morning. Thank you, Sheila E. Since I got a minute, let me be fair here. I know there's a lot of brothers here who I have a decent relationship with. And congratulations on DJ Kuda's 600 show and his belated birthday. I was up there for a little bit last night, but I fell asleep and my phone died, so I went off. And I woke up at 6 o'clock, 6:30 this morning. He had a packed house on the panel, so I just let him enjoy his birthday. I want to say something to black women here for a quick second. I know I've been hard on them. I've been brutally harsh on them. I was on another platform the other day, and uh, you have to watch the Roger Report to see it for yourself. But I'm going to say something, okay? And I'm going to be fair about this. I personally believe that it is past the point of no return, the relations between black men and black women. Black men adore their, as they like to call them, queens. I don't call them queens, but they do. Queens don't pay attention to them. My honest opinion, I think it's sad that any black woman, even the ones that are in their 40s who still can wear a pair of panties, and they want to still go clubbing and hanging out, that's their prerogative. My point is, I think it's that so many of these black women miss the boat when it comes to a black man that's made something of himself, and they look at them as boring and lame. Those are the men that you should be wanting to marry, snatch up. Okay? And I feel sorry for these brothers who are clueless. But in my opinion, it's over between black men and black women. My advice, uh, brothers, if you got your money right, go over there. Okay, go over there. Latin America, South America, the Caribbean, for some points. Go over there and go find yourself an Afro Caribbean or Afro Latino woman where you can settle down and get married with. It ain't happening here. This country, they worship the white man too much. And I will talk about that later tonight on my night show. Why these sisters worship the white man so much. We'll do that later tonight, 8:30 Eastern time. That should be a fascinating topic and show later tonight, but we will hit on that later tonight. But my advice is, brothers, go over there, go down there, go find yourself what you're looking for. You're not going to find it here. It's not happening here. I could have told you that years ago. Listen to your Uncle Mace. I know. It ain't happening. I'm waiting for Black Wall Street, Dwayne, so we could get this shit started today. Uh, your two daughters got blessed. They're fortunate. Unfortunately, sweetheart, the others are too toxic to deal with. I have a 29-year-old nephew. I have two of them, but one is like me. He don't want nothing to do with women. He stays to himself. All he does is do his hobbies, and he's a damn good little DJ. Well, I shouldn't say little. He's 6'6.5". He's a pretty cool DJ, and his guys in his community love him because he throws house parties every other weekend, and they have fun at his crib, and girls are there, and everybody has a good time. That's him. The other one, who's my producer and my manager, my business guy, he said enough is enough, and he's just gonna make his money. He has his own graphics design business. He has an LLC to it, and he said that enough is enough. That's terrific, Sheila. I'm happy for you, baby girl. I'm waiting for Black Wall Street. Take your time, Wall Street. I'll be up here for a while. And since I got time, I can elaborate because my brother, who um, does a tremendous job with his platform, and I've been watching a few of his episodes. Uncle D, Dennis Fairling, and his episodes about us as a peoples have been phenomenal. Now I've heard, okay, buddy, I've heard the black women who Muslims just say, forget the black women, let them go. These are coming from black women now. Let the black women go. Young black men, let them go. I've been saying that for the longest. My nephew said he's done with black women. I don't blame him. And I'm not going to go as far as other black men have called black women names. I call them stupid, dumb, and whatever, toxic. But my point here is this. Black men, do you, especially young guys, find hobbies to do. Do you? If you want one of these women, when you get a little older, when you have your finances together, your car, your house, or your condo, I would advise you to date a woman in college, like 21, 22 years old, and mold them to the way you want them to be. I wouldn't date women your age when I'm 34 years old. That's toxic. That's could be a problem. I'm gonna say something else, but I will say here, because this is my platform. Other black men will not say this. I will say this right now. When you play yourself and you got the white man backing, which let's just put a spade to spade, all black women do. Okay, they got the white man's blessing to do whatever they want to do, and they get their marching orders from the white man to bash us and hate us. Let that go. Go away. Like I said, go over there. Get your passport. My nephew got his passport. Get your passport. Go. They're there. If I can work this out, if I get better by July, I will probably try to go to Trinidad for a couple of weeks and do what I got to do there and can come back. Thinking about it. Remember, I said thinking about it. Point is, leave the women alone here. Let them call you all the degrading names they want to call us. If you have your shit together, which allow you young brothers to, again, I had a black woman up here 2 months ago, damn, time flies fast. And we had a big platform in here back in early November. And one of the questions I asked her point blank, does it make sense to you, sweetie, that 52%, and it's going to grow with Kamala running shit now, it's going to grow. Yeah, I'll beam you up right now. It's going to grow. Does it make sense that 52% of black men between the ages of 18 to 65 are not only not married but childless? There is no excuse for that. No excuse, black women. That is a sad indictment on you, not on black men. Because black men don't choose who they're gonna throw their Johnson with. Women choose where they're gonna throw their, I'll say it, what does me, where they throw their, who they throw their ass to. Take care, Sheila E. Not us. They do. Okay? And you guys gotta make the decision. I think it will happen. I think like French Canada, we're in French Canada and Anglo-Saxon Canada. The Anglos who speak English went this way. The French in Quebec province went that way. And they do not mesh. They don't mesh. They went their separate ways. And I see black men and black women totally severing the cord by 2025. I see black women over here, black women here, black men over there. So shout out to Dennis Furling. I contributed to his Cash App. Man is preaching common sense. And I can see why he is exploded on the scene. He is exploding on the scene. My man, the Roger Report, is exploding on the scene. Bernard Riley, Ramir Amir. These are some of the brothers that tell it like this. Even though Ramir is changing his platform, he's going more of the way of business, finance, and tech. Now, I'm going to warn him, though, that his viewership may drop because it's something that happens here all the time. And it's sad that the educated lame guy who loves the black fuckery, bashing black women all the time and vice versa, they're not going to really go for the tech or the business side of making money. Those brothers just want to hear the back and forth. It's going to be interesting as time moves forward in the manosphere, and those guys do what they do. I do what I do. But I'm just telling you guys the truth, okay? Being honest with you guys. I'm waiting for Black Wall Street, probably taking care of his kids or eating breakfast. The link is there, Black Wall Street. Dwayne, if you're listening, you can pop up to. One more time. You guys, black men, gonna have to make a decision. And it's gonna be a painful one because as you see, as time goes on, more of these women are gonna go who worship the man too much. They're gonna be too much devoted to the man. And then you guys gonna come to common sense and realize they never was our women. Better believe that. And number two, they don't love you. They don't. Being honest. And you guys better wake up and realize this. Because the smart brothers who have, they're leaving in droves. It may be a small percentage now, but it's going to grow. Remember, the decade just started. The 2020s just started. We're a week into 2021. Kamala will be sworn in 2 weeks from, next Wednesday. She'll be sworn in as the new, let's just call it like it is, the President of the United States. Let's not kid ourselves. Now, Kamala is a good woman to look at. Oh, I think she is. Well, no, I'm an older guy. I'm not young. I think she's gorgeous to look at. That said, her policies, black men are weary of this, and they're already getting their passports ready to run and don't look back. My first guest is here today. He has a big football game tomorrow,
Yes,
and
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, bro, you got a revenge match tomorrow. Everybody's preaching it like Baltimore is looking at this as a serious revenge death match tomorrow in tennis.
Man, it's gonna be a smash down, man. We're gonna knock them out the park, man.
The brilliance of this man right here, Black Wall Street, his partner, a little while, big time. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Thanks. I can
I'm
get my
sorry for the
coffee and
delay.
everything.
I forgot what time. I thought I was coming on at 11:15, and I see 11:10. I'm saying, "Oh damn, I came a few minutes late." That's right, Nicer. Group hug, baby. Group hug. She's right about that. Did you hear my monologue just now?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was watching Dennis Furling yesterday and Thursday. That's all I did was lay in my bed on my phone and watch Dennis Furling. My God, did this guy make a lot of sense? And he had a show with a group of black women about uh, can we save the black community? And the women on the panel said no. Most of the women on the panel said no. It's over with. Call it a day.
The women said
Black
that?
men, black men move on. And I was just doing my monologue. What's up, big boss? I was doing my
What's
monologue.
up?
I was doing this my monologue that brothers, especially under 40, should wake up, smell the coffee, get their passports, and go over there and get the hell out of here. And um, Dennis Furling is right. Too many black men love these women too much, and I don't understand why. And these women don't care. I'm telling you, they don't care. And they use the excuses that we don't build and we don't do this and that. Enough, black women. Black men are making good money. They have their own businesses. You just don't care to see because your white masters tell you every day at the job while you're twerking for them that remember, there's shit on the ground. You're educated. They're not. They're beneath you. Any comment before we get this show started?
Um, this there's a lot going on, man. I just, oh man, can we all just get along, man?
That's not going to work, bro. Even the women said it. They said that's not going to work. Not with these young black women. It's not going to work, bro.
So,
They
so,
don't want to hear
so,
nothing
so,
we have to
so
say
why did they say it wasn't gonna work?
because they believe black women, especially under 40, they are too ingrained in the white supremacy culture.
That's what the woman said.
Yeah,
Wow.
I agree with them.
I mean, if you want to break it down, it's kind of what it's going towards because, like, even in the commercials, you can see now where like it's a black woman and a white guy,
Yeah.
and they're making it like first it was the black dude ain't shit. Now it's like now let me see what the white guys are about, and you can kind of see that. I mean, it's weird. It's so weird, bro, just to see it, just to see
And
this
again,
weird
and
as
I'm gonna
hell.
let Dwayne talk about this. Again, I think a big reason why is we don't have black male media. Black women have a media. They got Mademoiselle. They got a World Star Hip Hop. They got a lot of things in their favor. We don't have nothing.
That's true. That's
We
true.
don't even have politicians that we can, let's just say, kind of like scope out and see if he can help us in 2024. We don't even have that.
That is true.
Well, can you hear
Right,
me?
Dwayne. Crystal clear.
What's going
All
on,
right.
Dwayne? How you doing,
What's
bro?
up? What's up, everybody? What's
Going
up?
on.
What's up? Hey, first of all, um, we got two new ones, two new politicians. You know, Jamal Brown from New York,
Okay, I'll
congressional
look
rep,
out.
and most recently, Reverend Senator Ralph Warnock, black man as well. So there are two, and then as far as the media outlet is concerned, you have one that I listen to quite often, Roland Martin, Unfiltered.
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but he's with the sisterhood. Don't let him fool you. He's with the
You
sisterhood.
know, so um, that's one. But I just want to bring that up. I didn't hear your monologue. I heard about the last 35 seconds of your
I'll, re-
conversation with Black Wall Street.
I'll bring it up again. What
So
I basically said was I told black men who love black women too much, and they do, go over there to Latin, South America, Caribbean. If you want yourself an Afro Latino woman, me myself, I would prefer like the Caribbean for me. If it was me, or Trinidad, somewhere like that, if it was me, you know what I'm saying? But for other men, they're getting up now, they're leaving. My nephew, who got his own business, half of his friends he went to school with, to college with, they all left. They packed up and left the country. They're not coming back. And I think what you're going to see by the end of this decade is that number that is 52% of all black men are not married or and childless between the ages of 16 and 65. I can see that number growing up as astronomically as 75%. And I can see young black men who are right now 15, 16, 17 years old, who's already let it be known they want nothing to do with black women. They will get their passports and get as far away from this country. And I'm going to say this right now. In the 2030s, not only will black women regret the way they treated black men in the millennium, there'll be hardly any black men to pick on anymore, to lay the finger at for all their problems. They're going to be gone. And wherever these men go, it's going to benefit the countries they go to because they have skills that other countries can use, world countries can use. And the white man's going to regret it too. Because there ain't going to be no brothers except for Pookie and Ray Rays to pick on. That's all they're going to have to pick on, white men. And trust me, Kamala is going to do a number on Pookie and Ray Rays the next 4 or 5 years. I promise you that. Because those are the niggas she can't stand the most. Oh, I think times are coming for black men with that woman and Biden in office. You agree? You agree, Dwayne?
well,
Think of their past, and they're not going to change.
if I think of what their past was, see, that's where you and I disagree. And we had a conversation about this maybe about a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah, during the election. Boy, time flies
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. And just from the statements that Biden has made in the last 2 days tells me that it's better, and I'll say this again, it's better to negotiate with somebody who acknowledges that there is a problem than somebody who denies that the problem exists. So the fact that he brought up the contrast between how the thug, seditious, violent marauders that attacked the Capitol, and contrasted that with how peaceful protests were handled in June and July, tells me that there is hope that things can change. Things will change.
I also believe this. After what just happened, and it's my platform, so I speak freely. White
Yeah,
trash America will pay for what just happened 3 days ago. They will. Kamala, him, they'll deal with that.
yeah, yeah.
You better believe
Um,
that.
I think the focus that rural America was the most important factor in politics is going to change,
Totally agree with you.
and you're going to see a more inclusive focus. And I know that may be a little bit of an oxymoron,
No, I know what you're saying. I know
but
what you're saying.
there's going to be more inclusion, and more uh, uh, more balance towards the eastern part of the United States and the urban areas of the United States. Uh, when you think about how dangerous the acts that we have all seen over the last 2 days uh, were and continue, because they're plotting to attack other state capitals along
Facts.
with a, another attempt at the state capital.
Totally
The
agree.
fact that you saw a video of people with zip ties trying to uh, place citizens arrests or hold hostage lawmakers,
Yeah.
it is troubling indeed. The fact that they put a noose, a hangman's noose, and stand and wanted to and was chanting hang Pence is deeply alarming. That you have a class of, I don't even want to say a class, a section of the Republican base willing to circumvent democracy based on lies, falsehoods, and profiteering. It is deeply alarming, and it is something that I am quite sure the oncoming Attorney General and the new Department of Justice will focus on.
I also let me add this to it. This is what happens when you have white privilege.
Oh, that was on display
Yeah.
for the whole world to see,
Facts.
because like I said earlier, the contrast between how the police response and government response was to the peaceful, and I say again, peaceful protests against police violence, and the response to this seditious insurgency is in full view for the whole world to see.
Yeah. And
Okay,
it's that.
where
Good.
they didn't use rubber bullets on those thugs. They
Nope.
didn't bash people in the legs and in the chest and in the head
Nope.
with batons like they did against
Nope.
the Black Lives Matter protests. They didn't use water cannons as they've done to human rights, civil rights protests back in the 60s. They basically let them in,
Yep.
took selfies,
Yep. With
and
police officers.
and refused and refused aid or denied aid. And the fact that when you submit a permit
Yeah.
for any type of protest, you have to say how many people are going to be there, and that determines the police response. And for the power that is or was or is no longer going to be, and I'm talking about,
Trump and his administration.
yes, to deem that there's not there's not a need for 3,000 or 5,000 police officers, or whatever the makeup would be, Department of Homeland Security personnel, National Guardsmen. And the fact that they sent National Guardsmen there without any weapons, without any
Tells you all
riot
you need
gear.
to know.
Okay, there you go. So um, the white privilege, and I'm not saying that all white people are bad. I'm not saying that. But what I am
Don't
saying
get me
that there are
started.
systems No, they're not. I serve with a lot of them, and I know, just like in any other segment, you have good people and bad people. So I can say that they're not all bad. They're not all good. There's those who benefit from the the system. There are those who work within the system to make sure that everybody is benefited, and there are those who will use the system to benefit themselves. So uh, there is a classic contrast that we across America and across the world have have uh, have seen,
And witnessed.
and and the fact that you have Iranian, Chinese, Russian governments calling out our hypocrisy, you know, it causes damage to the American influence. It brings
Facts.
into doubt whether or not we as a country can be that city on the hill. It calls into fact into question the fact that how are you going to say something about how I'm handling my business when you're not even handling your business?
Facts.
So
Totally agree.
um, I just think that there'll be a change, and it's better for black men, black women to have supported Biden, because at the very least he understands and acknowledges that there is a problem, and states that there's something stated that he's going to do something about it. Now, whether or not we get total uh, dismantling of police immunity, whether we get uh, monitoring of every major police force in the country, I don't know. But I do know that we're in a better situation than if we would have had Trump in, who was a denier of the fact that racism exists, that systemic racism exists, and
It's
you
never
still
going away.
have and you still have representatives in Congress, both in the Senate and in the House, that believe in white supremacy, that believe these fallacies about the election. And those are the members that need to be rebuked, they need to be scorned, and they need to be admonished, and they need to be voted out as soon as possible.
Now, let me ask you a question. 'Cause I'm going to give you some pushback. You don't think Kamala and Biden, who laid down these were two of the toughest people on black men the last 25 years. You're going to tell me they're not racist and they don't believe in white supremacy? We're going to get to the Wall Street stuff, the investment stuff in a second, folks. Hold on.
Okay.
You don't think they're entrenched in white supremacy?
No,
Wow.
no. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. I'm going to tell you the
Okay.
reason why. I'm going to tell you the
Okay.
reason why. Okay.
Good.
Now, Kamala's policies, I'm going to deal with her first, and then I'll jump to Biden. Okay. Kamala's policies in the state of California provided help for first time offenders, provided help and prevented a large number of people who committed a crime to go to jail. So that's the first thing. With respect to Biden, I think that what we
Yeah.
fail to what we fail to remember is that there was a whole lot of members of the black community that was screaming out for something to be done about the crack epidemic. Now, did they make the wrong decision? Yes.
Of course they did.
Can they do something about the future? Yes.
Do you see them doing something about the future?
They
Or
haven't
do
even
you?
gotten into office yet,
Yeah,
Mace.
but I'm gonna ask you a
They haven't
question.
gotten into. I'm answering
Okay,
your
fine.
question. You
Okay,
asked
fine.
me, have they done something? And I say to you, they haven't even gotten into office yet. So you can't bring that up.
We agree to disagree, and for the brothers
Okay.
in the manosphere, trust me, I'm with you guys. I'm not supporting those two in the White House. I support my brothers. I support black men all together. I'm not. So don't look. Don't come to me, guys. When it comes to those two, are going to be in office a week from Wednesday, which is 11 days from now. Okay. All
Well,
right. All
why
right,
can't
boys.
you do both? Why
No,
can't you
I
support
can't.
black men and support?
I'm not supporting that woman, even though
Okay.
she is one good-looking lady. I'm not gonna lie about that. I used to love waking up at 4 in the morning and seeing her on the screen. I saw the pictures when she dated Montel. What's my man? Not
Jordan.
no, not him. She dated the other
Oh,
one, Montel Williams,
oh,
about
Montel Williams.
25 years ago. My God, wow. Anyway, let's
Anyway,
get this started. Go ahead, Black
all
Wall
right.
Street. What you got today?
I'm just
He's
listen,
laughing.
man.
What's up, Astro?
It's nice to be able to agree and
Hey, Mace.
disagree and move on and not have vitriol between us, but still have the dialogue.
He's
So
right though. They haven't done nothing yet. They haven't even been sworn in yet. I was shocked at Trump the other day, probably because he's hearing whispers they're gonna try and throw his ass in jail, which they're gonna try and do anyway. That he conceded, because I was shocked to hear Trump say that.
Hey, Mace.
But
Let
Astro,
me let me
how
jump
you doing,
in.
Astro?
Hey, I'm doing good,
Going on,
Dwayne. Black
bro?
Wall Street,
What's up,
and
man?
And
uh,
everybody out there, hello everybody. Sheila E, Nicer, everybody, how y'all doing? I apologize.
no, no,
apologize
no.
for what? You just spoke your feelings. There's nothing wrong with
You
that.
did
Go ahead,
No,
out.
I
Astro.
I didn't I didn't say hello to them. That's
Oh,
what I was
okay.
saying.
That's all right, man. Go
Hey,
ahead,
I
Astro.
just want to say something before Black Wall Street take over. And the way, like Dwayne said, we have a dialogue. We don't have to agree 100%, but all that was respectful. I mean, that was perfect. And um, this is how we should be. This is how black men should be
Appreciate that.
100% of the time. We shouldn't have to congratulate each other for something we're supposed to do all the time. But Dwayne, man, that really makes me feel good to hear you put it down. You guys didn't agree 100%, but look how the level of intelligence is right
Because
now.
the main reason is because we have mutual respect for one another, and
That's
we're about the
right.
same. We're about the same age, so I understand where he's coming from. I'm not gonna yell, scream, and bark. That's a waste of energy.
But look at it, Mace. If someone was younger, they should have even more respect. Because look at Mace, you may be a few days older than me, but look,
Yeah, you in
I'm
our
not
group. I consider you in our group.
I'm not guaranteed a few extra. I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. So at least I know, hey, that dude made it on this earth in this country one day more than I did. So let me show him that respect. That's how I look at life, you
You're a
know.
good man.
And so, but you guys that was beautiful. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
appreciate that.
like raised my spirits.
Yeah,
Now
I
let me
mean,
be quiet and let the man, let the man Wall Street do his thing.
Dwayne, you heard that, bro?
I heard. I
Yeah,
heard. I
I
heard. Thank
appreciate.
you very
I
much.
appreciate him.
Thank you very much.
That's right, sir. Go ahead, Black Wall Street, then Dwayne, then Astro. What you
Yeah,
got?
man. I just want to say I just love that energy, man. Like I've always said that your page is like a breath of fresh air.
I
I just
appreciate that.
I love the energy on the chat, and you're right, man. It's not a lot of. I mean, there is some back and forth sometimes, but it's a lot of respect here, man. There's a lot. Everybody here respects one another, even if we don't agree on everything. We at least respect each other as men. And what you were saying in your monologue, we need each other more than ever now. So
Yes,
It's the
sir.
truth, man. It really is, man. To hear those grown women say that on Dennis Sperling's show last night and this morning, I was watching it, the end of it today. Was very scary. If you're a black man that you wanted to marry a young black woman, they said, "Yeah, go another way, go in another direction." And I do buy that, because these black women, they monkey see, monkey do. They don't think on their own. They go by what the sisterhood tells them to do. We think on our own, black men. We do what we want to do. That's why everybody hates us. We use our minds. We like, yo, I'm dressing like this. I don't give a damn what he says. Yo, I'm going to be the corporate puppy. Okay. I'm going to be the coon. I mean, we just go our separate directions. We don't unite because we don't like or respect each other as black men. That's our biggest downfall. The other biggest downfall is, like I said in my monologue, they love black women too much, and black women hate and loathe us.
Well, that stems from anti-miscegenation laws that are 400 years, even more, 450 years old, that we're still living from the ramifications of that. When you have a white male who is by law the only person who can protect and provide, you have that ingrained into the mental DNA. And as we have gone through slavery, Jim Crow, convict leasing, separate but equal, we've gone through all those things. The legacy of anti-miscegenation laws continue to this day, where black men were not allowed to own property, black men were not allowed to own a weapon, black men were not allowed to even raise their own kids. So the only, quote unquote, I put air quotes up, hope was a white male. And then even at that point, the offspring of that union, and I use air quotes again, union, because it was against the law for a black woman to have a legal union with a white male. And the offsprings, and see, this is where it gets a little divergent. English law said that kids took their parentage from the father. So if you were born a certain status of your, you were the same status as your father. But that would have eliminated kids from being slaves here in America. So they rewrote laws to say that the offspring led from the mother. So that way they would have slaves, which fostered these I don't want to say these children to be slaves, these unions to be, these rapes to be beneficial to the plantation owner. Meanwhile, if a black man had a relationship with a white woman back in the 1600s, the offspring would be slaves, and that white woman would have to do 10 years of work to that plantation owner. So you see how things were made to make sure that the black man was the less desirable, was the least desirable of any person in the colonies. And that is still in effect today, where black women, I don't want to say all of them, but there's a mindset that in order to succeed, you have to be with a white man. So that's where that comes from. We have to break that. And this forum is one of the ways that we break that, because we're learning the tools and sharing the tools that create wealth for ourselves and generational wealth for our children. So Black Wall Street, I know that Mace had passed the baton to you, and then it came back somehow to me.
Oh man,
So
you getting it,
Black Wall
man.
Street, I gave a little history, because those anti-miscegenation laws, those run deep, but
Yeah.
that's a whole nother forum. So go ahead, Black Wall Street, start us off.
Oh, before he does, I was gonna say one more thing to this. No, seriously, yo, why don't you come up, bro? We talking business, yo. Get up here, bro. Stop ducking me, bro, and get up here.
Oh, Track Man in the house. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
attack man's in the house. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna beam him up right now. One more thing that was so alarming. Well, make it two things. Number one, how demoralized the black men in the chat room was when these women were saying these things. But more importantly, all the women agreed. The reason why a lot of these black women hate us is because the white man signs their paychecks, and anything the bosses or whatever the managers tell them to do, they do it.
Hey,
Well,
Mace. I'm
that goes
sorry.
back to
My
those
apologies.
anti-miscegenation laws
Yeah.
when you think about it. But go ahead, Astro.
Hey, my apologies, Black Wall Street. I just want to add
No, go ahead.
something to what Dwayne was saying. Dwayne, you killing it today.
Yes, he
Um,
is.
everything Dwayne just broke
What's up,
down,
Rob? We're gonna get this started, bro. Go ahead, Astro.
point for point, and we talk about how the bullseye is on the black man's back.
Yes.
But one thing the black man can say that no one else can say is that if you start from, you can even start from where Dwayne started his talking about history. But let's go for where Dwayne started at in slavery, all that. No one can go through that and still come out like we have. And look at us. Our ancestors, black men, we're just talking about the men, went through all that.
Yep.
And now it's 2021, and you have what we have on here, 5 black men talking about business. So, you can do everything possible to exterminate us, but look at us. We're still here.
They said one of the things all the women agreed with too, which was alarming, was that the women, young women especially, not the, I'll just go a step further, the educated, octane women who worships white supremacy. The one thing they said that was so alarming was that the white man has turned them against us to be their attack dogs. And I totally agree with that. Educated chicks are the most dangerous because they be around the white men more than anybody else. So, go ahead, Black Wall Street. Let's get this shit started, bro. What you got for us this morning?
Well, I a lot of what you guys are saying, there was a lot of truth to that. I think one of the things that we can do is continue to try to prosper. Like what this page does, it shows you that there's another way. We don't have to be fighting each other. We don't have to be doing negative things. We could do positive things, and we could help each other. We could build on each other. So the very least that we could say is that places like this is part of the solution and not part of the problem. We could say that, like, when you go to a page like Mace Taggart's page, you can find things that can help empower us black men. Empowers everyone who listens, but especially black men. And that at least we could say is getting more towards the solution as opposed to the problem. So we can at least have that to fall back on. We have different places that we can go to help build each other up and to help learn and find things that can empower us. So that is a good thing about it. I just wanted to start by talking about Bitcoin because we had the Linnell. Linnell is he's basically, there's this guy named Linnell. He is pretty much the go-to guy for cryptocurrency, especially in this space. So if you ever check, I forget his last name, but I remember it was Linnell something. So he was on Mesa's show yesterday. You want to tune into the first half of yesterday's show. He was really talking about a lot about crypto, about Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, Litecoin, and all the other cryptos that are in the market right now.
Well, he was something last night, wasn't he?
He was amazing, man. He was absolutely amazing. I'm going to
Outstanding.
try to see if I can find what the price of Bitcoin is right now, because it's just amazing to see that thing just jump up the way it's jumped up.
Totally agree.
Last I saw it was over 40K.
Yeah, 40K, man, and it's still going up. Yep, it's at 40,000 right now. So, he was just talking about how, if a lot of people have felt like, Bitcoin has gone up so much that they've kind of missed the boat. But one thing that he kind of brought to us was just saying that, cryptocurrency is going to be here to stay for at least for the foreseeable future, because now a lot of the banks are starting to invest in it. Before, a lot of the banks were kind of saying like, oh, Bitcoin is just this thing. I don't take it seriously. But, they've all kind of changed their tone, over the past couple months, because they've seen the growth potential. So there's a if it's something that you kind of looked at and kind of thought like, oh, I kind of missed out on it. It still may be something to kind of look to get into, because a lot of banks are now seeing, the potential of it. So, I would still be cautious. Because, it's still kind of volatile, and it's not as regulated as stocks and things like that. But it's something to kind of look into if you were interested in like maybe one of the other cryptos like Litecoin, Ethereum. And I know Star P a few weeks ago was talking about Ripple right now is at such a low point. It's only, it can only go up from here.
Yeah, it's only a quarter of a share.
Yeah, so it can only go up from here. So that might be something to look at as a growth potential stock or growth potential asset to kind of put into your portfolio. Outside of that,
Black Wall Street,
what's going on?
How do you make a purchase? Do you have to do that? Can you do that through an online brokerage, or do you have to do that direct from? How do you make a purchase?
The best way to do it is online. The app or the site that I'm most familiar with is one called CoinDesk. CoinDesk was the one when Bitcoin first got very popular. That was the one that a lot of people used, and it's basically like going to it's not quite like Robinhood or some of the other ones, but you just basically you'll link your debit card, and then you'll buy however. Let's say if you want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, you'll buy however much of a fractional share that is, and then you'll basically have that in your in the coin
in your account.
And I think CoinDesk is pretty good in terms of being up to date with most of the cryptocurrencies that are popping up. So you'll see probably hundreds of cryptos in there on the website, but they have the main ones, which is what I when I first looked into crypto, I went to that site. I bought Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. That was a while ago. I didn't really look into it, but
Dwayne Laurel said you could buy it for your Cash App.
Oh yeah, you can do it on Cash App as well.
Laurel's up here right now.
Robinhood, you can buy it off of Robinhood too, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I downloaded Robinhood last week, and I'm gonna start to put some money on some things. The one he said, what's that? XPR? What's the one that does for a quarter? XRP.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy 400 shares. That's $100.
Yeah, why not?
It's going to grow. It's crypto. So later on, all that crypto is going to blow up.
Yeah, man. I you want to be cautious. You want to look at it to make sure that nothing crazy is happening, because the funny thing about crypto is that it's traded 24/7. So Sunday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, any time of the day, any time of the week, it's going to be traded. So it's not like the stock market, which is only 5 days a week and stuff like that. It's actually every single day. So that it's not regulated like all the other assets or indexes. It's got its own regulation. It's basically digital currency. So it's a little bit kind of like the Wild Wild West, but everybody is into it right now. So of course more people are going to buy it. And then also one of the things that's keeping the price to go up is that there's not that many Bitcoin out in the world. You know, you can mine Bitcoin, but there aren't that many Bitcoin. So there's more demand than there is supply. And that's what's also making it rise up. So unless
So hold up, Black Wall Street. You got to explain that term, mine.
so there's Bitcoin can be created. It can be actually like Linnell was speaking about it yesterday. It's kind of like how you can print money. Printing money is kind of like mining Bitcoin. Bitcoin can actually be created. You can actually some people can even do it on their own computer, but you need to have like high processing power. It needs to be like a supercomputer almost. So that's why not too many people can do it, because it's going to take up a lot of energy, going to take up a lot of electricity. It takes up a lot of your processing power of your computer. But what people do because it's digital, it's not a real physical thing. People can actually create the Bitcoin with a computer, which they could create one Bitcoin by mining it. I haven't mined Bitcoin, but I know that that's something that people have looked into doing. I don't know the entire process of it, but that's kind of how Bitcoin was made. So when Bitcoin first came out, there were some people who were mining it, that were like anonymous people online. But whatever, I think some of them got arrested for
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I brought that up to BIGTIME. Shout out to him this morning, Big Time Smooth. I brought that up to him, and I told him that Robinhood was shut down for a day or two, and it was because of the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And then next thing you know, Robinhood is running like everything's okay. Bitcoin is more fascinating to banks than ever, like Black Wall Street said. And even Big Time Flow was suspicious. At first, he doubted what I said, but then he realized that maybe what I was saying was the smoke there's fire, because I saw it on CNBC that happened to Robinhood because of Bitcoin and crypto. A couple of weeks ago, back in early December, I saw that. Yeah, now everything is running better than ever.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it takes time for people to kind of grasp their heads around and to kind of like wrap their minds.
Can I throw the race card into this too?
For Bitcoin?
Yeah. You know the white man gets suspicious because most of the guys who talk about this stuff everywhere is black men. Those are the ones who invested in it.
I mean, I could see that, but
black men treat Bitcoin and cryptocurrency like it's the holy grail. And that's just look around the manosphere. Look at Linnell. He came up here, and that's right, Tac man. Yeah, I got the same thing. Tac Colts +7. Look at the manosphere. All they talk about is crypto. They don't talk about anything else. I'm just saying.
We've always been able to adapt and adjust. So, I mean, that's something that we've been able to do. I think, we've been able to realize the potential of Bitcoin. That's why we're kind of getting onto that now. So anytime, black men, especially, we're so resilient and we're so resourceful, we can find ways to make it, no matter what the circumstances are stacked against us. So that's just another example of it to me.
Facts.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways to make money. And just like I said the last time, your portfolio should have a little bit of all these different things that we're talking about. So that way, if Bitcoin falls, then you're not losing everything by investing everything into Bitcoin. You have a diversification of your money, of your portfolio. That's why we talk stocks. That's why we talk mutual funds. That's why we talk ETFs. That's why we talk about the benefits of Bitcoin, because a well-rounded plan is one that will be able to absorb a hit and still provide you with growth and still provide you with income for you and your family and your future family.
Facts.
Yes,
But
indeed,
here's the
indeed.
problem, Dwayne. Like you just said, you're on point. Here's the problem, though. A lot of brothers in the manosphere, they go with whatever brothers say to go with. And seriously, that's the only thing they know, bro. It's scary.
Well, and that's why, we were talking the last time we got together about the different of creating or just talking about different things so that we can have a well balanced portfolio. You know, you don't need to pay some financial advisor $7,000,
Mm-hmm.
just to come up with the same plan that you can come up with if you just spend 25, 30 minutes, go in slow with something, see what it does, then invest a little more, keeping your portfolio balanced, managing the risk versus the reward, maybe putting in something in a risk, putting $5,000 in a riskier investment, but have your $65,000 rest in other investments so that you
Facts.
don't take a big hit.
Because Dwayne, I think we're about the same age. I think you are thinking a little bit like I do. When I do these investments, my brother, I do it for the long call. Because me and you are not young. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
These young guys, like Astro's not young either. Guys like Black Wall Street, he can play around. Guys like
yeah,
me and you, we have to look at the long term because how the hell we know what life is going to be for us? Plus, you add on what we're black men in the year 2030, 2032 for us brothers who are older. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
Dwayne, you too,
yeah,
Astro.
yeah. I mean, I'm I'm a double nickel now,
Yeah,
so
we're both on. Wait, see, we're the
you
same
know,
age. Yeah.
so I can't I can't recoup a loss the same way somebody who's
Yeah,
25
exactly.
can.
Exactly.
So I have to be a little more prudent
Hmm.
and put a little more money in some consistent and
There you
safer
go.
investment vehicles, but still have the ability to put some money in some riskier investments, i.e., the Bitcoin, i.e., some of the EV stocks. Don't just focus just on the blue chippers because it's okay to get 3%, 4%, but you also want to get that 30%, that 300%, but you have to do it in proportion to the risk that you're willing to take.
Yeah, it's true. It's like gambling on sports games. The only difference is it's a much bigger risk for a much bigger price,
Yeah, yeah,
and your life is on the line. Basically, if you're really a guy like Black Wall Street here who got little children, he's trying to find something where he can hit and then leave to his two legacies. Am I right
yeah,
about that, Black Wall Street?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You want to pass
yeah,
it down.
You
yeah,
got little ones, man. What's up,
yeah.
underrated darkness? You got little ones, man. Astro got young ones. I mean, I don't have any. My nephew now is his young business that he opened a year ago is doing pretty good. Nothing spectacular, but doing pretty good. He has clients, charges a nice fee, so his money's good.
Yeah. Hey,
Mm.
what I know we were supposed to go through an agenda today. Uh,
Oh, we can do it. I mean, the four of us are here, bro. I mean, Big Time is
okay,
probably taking care of some business. We could do it. Good. I
okay,
got my pick for the day.
okay.
Yeah,
All
good.
right.
Yeah,
So
good. The
what I
floor is
what
yours.
I was what I was tasked with doing was showing what an annuity is and showing what convertible bonds are and how profitable a convertible bond ETF could be. So first thing,
I'll pull up the share screen.
all right. So the first thing that I would like to do is uh uh, talk about the convertible bond ETF. So, what is a okay? I see that. Okay, so uh, what is a convertible bond? Okay, and a convertible bond is a fixed income corporate debt security. So, what you're doing is you are basically loaning a company
Okay.
money and they pay you a coupon rate. But in a convertible bond, okay, you have the ability to convert that investment or that debt that you're lending to a company
Yeah.
into stocks. And sometimes that conversion can be on a date that that you can take advantage of, or sometimes it is determined by the company that you're lending the money to. So they may decide at a certain period of time that it's better for them to give you stock than keep paying the interest on the loan that they borrowed from you. So that's basically what a bond and a convertible bond is. But now what I'd like to show you is a ETF or ETFs that are convertible bond ETFs. So now, uh, again, just so everybody knows, an ETF is an exchange traded fund. It's similar to a mutual fund, but it is based on a group or one group of a particular stock. A mutual fund has a whole bunch of different stocks in different industries. Like they may have 10% in transportation, 10% in pharmaceuticals, 30% in semiconductors, 5% in electronic vehicle stocks, and so on down the line. But in an exchange traded fund, that is all the stocks that they have are based on one industry. So I wanted to show you what a return on convertible bond ETFs, what it looks like. So this is done. Can you see? Do you see my screen? It's black now.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the paper money account
Okay.
that I was talking about. So it's fake money, and you can see if you invest in it in a particular stock or fund, what what could have occurred from the past point to the present point. So I made these purchases back in June of 2020, and I made just 10 shares of each. So you're talking 770, 650, $660 and $390. So together, that's about $1,800 roughly. All right, $1,800, and over the past 5 6 months, my rate of return on that investment would have been $550. So that's a 30% return of an investment. All right. Now you think about what your savings account gets you at 0.0003 or 2. And Black Wall Street can confirm that
So can Pac-Man.
that's what the average savings account interest you get. And you don't get that on a you don't get that on a daily basis or weekly basis. Yeah, that may be an annual yield of that. And you're talking with an $1,800 investment in those three ETFs, and I'll put them back up again. All right, you have returned $550 profit. It's not bad for
7 months of $1,800 of investment.
yeah,
You got
almost
more than a third back. You probably got
almost
nearly
you
40%
got
back.
30 you got 30% back, because it says right here, if you look where my cursor is right now, 30.28%
Let me
is
put
the
that up.
total profit. Okay, can you see that?
Let me see. Because your illustrations is not up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't see it.
Can you
yeah.
see it?
No, it's not up.
It's not up. I don't understand why it's not up. You don't see a black screen?
I see a black screen, yeah. But
Okay,
that's how I see.
okay. Let
Let
me
me
see
see
how I can
some.
make it bigger.
You gotta click on share screen.
I
Yeah, I
thought
did
I
that.
did.
No, you didn't.
Hold on. I thought I did.
No, you didn't, bro. Trust me.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on.
No, take your time, brother. You know how we do in here.
You're always trying to put the black man down, man. They can't even let the man.
Fucking O'Shea. Always
Let's
keep the
see.
brother down. White man keep the brother.
Hold on. Let me see.
Oh shit. While Dwayne's doing that,
Okay.
Tackman said, fuck the bank. Put your money where it gives you more gains. Average gains are 10%.
Yeah, that's why, stuff like this is so important, because a lot of people aren't even familiar with convertible bonds.
Can you
You know,
see that now?
No.
Damn, I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
It was just up. Hold on.
Underrated Darkness doing his thing. Shout out again to Dennis Furling.
Huh.
I gotta listen to this Dennis Furling chat, man. You making
Okay.
this sound like it's like some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff, man.
How do you spell his last name?
Furlung.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check him out after this while I'm
Talk
watching the
about
game.
brother. You talk about brothers into himself. If you know what I mean, you'll see it for yourself how much into himself he is. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'll be there, bro.
Okay. So now you should have it.
All right, let me see. I'll let you know right now.
Because it says
Yeah, it's
StreamYard is
there. It's
current.
coming up. Yeah, it's
Okay.
there. It's there,
So
bro.
now
I got
you
you.
see, so now
There you go.
underneath profit and loss, you see a total 30.28%. Now, the reason why it's not necessarily the 400% that you would get in Bitcoin,
Yeah.
but at some point in time, you want to diversify your portfolio, and this is the ETFs are a safe investment. And with these convertible bond ETFs, they're safe, and they over the last 6 months, they've gotten you 30%. That's not
Facts.
bad for a safe, somewhat conservative investment with a small amount of money. To get 30% in 6 months, that's damn good, because even some CDs don't get you that. CDs barely get you anything. And these are the type of things that you can invest in that can get you a nice chunk of change safely with minimal risk.
Dwayne, can you explain what the names of those ETFs are?
Sure. Let me do it this way. Let's see. Hold on. CWB is a series trust fund that's based off of Bloomberg.
Okay.
So I'll pull it up this way. Hold on.
You could just probably like look at the ticker. We don't have to be up in your portfolio and stuff.
Oh no, this is paper money. This
Okay.
is paper money. So the ICTV ICVT is iShares convertible bond, which offers investors a convertible bond strategy that seeks to track the holdings and return of the Bloomberg Barclay U.S. convertible cash pay bond, which is over $250 million index. So that's that one. And let me see if I can find. Let's see. So that's the CWB is the Canadian Western Bank. What convertible bonds they've invested in and are getting uh who they've lent money to. So that's that one where that bank has decided to lend money to different corporations and municipalities, and they're making income off of that. And FCTV, uh, S First Trust, SSI Strategic Convertible. So that's what the stock quote is. I looked up those three, uh, so that way I could give you two or three examples. There are other uh, convertible bond ETFs, but these are ones that I just decided to use for example uh, for the demonstration. But ETFs, I know I preach ETFs because they give you the ability to avoid having to do a whole lot of research on different companies in an industry or in a sector, and allow you to benefit from the management skills of someone else. Thus, you don't have to necessarily pay some financial advisor to give you the same advice and the same management skills that you could get just by investing in the ETF, thus saving you money on the front side and gaining money on the back side.
All right, so you would recommend those ETFs there?
I would recommend CWB for sure
Okay.
because I have that one. I have 20 shares of that. But like I said, I'm not going to show you my account.
No, man, this is good stuff, man.
Oh,
Because I didn't know what
man.
a convertible bond was until today. So
Yeah.
I
And
thought it was James Bond in a drop top.
so,
So
so basically, if I owned a municipal or a convertible bond directly at some point in time, whether it be if it's a if it's a 1 to 2 year bond, maybe every 6 months, the option would be for me to either continue to accept the interest payment on that loan that I gave to the company or accept the stock.
mm,
So, but with a convertible bond ETF, I don't have to make that decision. I can invest in it, get out of it whenever I want, don't have to worry about the time periods because in bonds you have 1 to 2 years short term, 5 to 10 year midterm, mid range, and then you have 20 to 30 year long term bonds. And if you don't want to deal with that, you don't want somebody holding on to your investment that long, even though it could be a good interest rate. I mean, you have to judge all that for yourself, how the interest rates are compared to whether you're getting a discounted uh, bond, current yield bond, or premium purchase of a bond. So and all that depends on the interest rate, and if it's at a premium, you're paying more. If it's at a discount, you're paying less. But if you don't want to deal with all that, a convertible bond ETF is a good way, safe way to invest in the bond market without the limitations of time. You have the flexibility of having immediate liquidity, or being able to get your money as soon as you want it, without all the headaches of having to manage it and looking up interest rates on a monthly, semi-annually, or annual basis, making that decision. And you can purchase an ETF and you can be good, and also have access to it whenever you want.
Yeah, I like that, man. That's great information. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're
Hey,
welcome.
let me, again, Dwayne, you still on this page or are you done?
I'm done.
All right.
I'm
Let
done.
me let me say this, and this is no like, yo, come on up, bro. Yeah, come on up, bro. Yeah, dude, the link is right there. Underrated Darkness. Come on up, bro. Let's get this New York group of brothers together. Nothing against you, Maryland guys. Astro on Black Wall Street. Uh, I was gonna, I was gonna say, yo, Astro, you got something to say about this, bro?
No, man, I was just busy taking notes because the first time I was in on this, I didn't have anything to take notes with, so I'm putting them in the email and emailing them to myself, so they can never be lost. But
Black
I
Wall Street.
definitely
You got,
appreciate it.
you guys got your spreadsheet from Big Time.
Yeah. I saw the spreadsheet the other day. Yeah. So I
Nice, right?
appreciate
Oh,
Yeah, I
wait a
got.
minute. I
What's
didn't
up?
get one. I didn't get an
Oh
email.
well,
So
when Big
hold
Time,
on.
when
Hold
Big
on.
Time,
throw your email in the back chat, and then
and
we'll
I
yes,
did. I did before. What was his email address?
I don't
uh,
know off the top of my head. I'll find
I
it.
think I forgot what it was. I'll
Yeah,
put it in the back. I'll put it in the back if I find it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got mine last night. He couldn't reach me, and then he fixed it, and it went through, and it's on my phone, and it looks damn good. I mean, this guy really put his homework in. Look, and I wanted to say this. I'll say it now. Okay, I mean this. This
Oh, wait a
is
minute. Is is
Quinte.
is, is it Ramos?
Yes,
Okay, I got it. I
there
didn't
you
know.
go.
Sometimes I'm leery about opening emails from
Yeah, I hear
addresses
you.
I don't know. So yeah, okay. I'll open it. I
Quinte, do
got
me.
it.
Yeah, we all got it. Quinte, do me a favor. That stock. What's up, Sean Jones? That stock that you put in the what you put in the chat room last night for $8.39. Can you please do that again?
I couldn't hear you. It was fumbling up.
I said that. First of all, good afternoon.
Good
And
at
I said, can you please put that stock code back in what you did last night? The one that's I think it's a pharmaceutical that was $8.39.
okay.
I appreciate that.
Hey, I'm
And
not
then
gonna
you,
be. I'm gonna be on, but I gotta go pick up my firearm from the,
yeah.
the gunsmith. So I'm gonna be back
I,
and forth.
I feel you got something to add to this.
In preparation for the thugs that might be coming down to you, man.
Hey,
Hey
hey,
man, they
you
can't.
know what
I'm
though?
ready.
Hey, you know what though? I was actually going to bring that up, but a good thing to look into right now is maybe some firearm stocks. I think that some of those firearm stocks are going to go up, especially over the next couple months after everything that's happened. I mean, it's actually been kind of going up a little bit since Trump has been in there, but that's something to also look into. So I was actually going to speak on that a little bit later, but I'm glad that you kind of brought that up.
Also, anybody who's training, who's offering CCW licenses, if they got a IP, if they're publicly traded, that's a good one to look into as well,
Mm.
if it is. But go ahead, continue, Astro. I'm sorry. I mean, whoever was supposed to be talking, I
Quinte.
apologize. Quinte
Quinte.
Riddle.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put that stock in the back room for you. I wrote a couple more down.
Thank you. Appreciate it. See, again, this is what I wanted to say to all you guys. Forget me. all I do is sit back and orchestrate. You guys are so phenomenal with your knowledge of you, as my mom will say, multitask and other things other than balls and strikes. I know it sounds cliche, but this is the type of brothers that I really appreciate up here, and I mean that sincerely. Because again, it's not about me; it's about us. And that's the way I handle the business up here. I mean, me and Dwayne, we may get along very well because we're the same age and we're from the same area, and we love the same football team. But Dwayne have other interests in life. I have other interests in life. Black Wall Street has other interests. Astro and Quinte was another, Dolphin fan. But what I appreciate about you guys is you guys know you know what the hell you're talking about, and I appreciate you guys' knowledge and expertise. And I want to thank you guys again. We'll keep doing the show, but I just want to thank you up front. Appreciate you guys so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
And to take time out in cold cities here in the United States, except for Quinte and this man who's about to pop up who lives in Houston, which is probably 85 degrees today. You guys, us in the cold, man, we could be doing.
Even on my vacation,
There you go.
on my vacation, I
Stick it
was
to me.
like, Saturday vacation. You want me to do you want me to do some data work? Okay, it's for the brothers.
Yeah, that's it. You just said it. It's for the brothers. Sean Jones, what's up, buddy? Laurel, what's up, bro?
Hey, yo, what's up, man? Hey, man,
Go ahead.
what's going on?
What's going on, bro?
What's going on,
What's going
man?
on?
What's going on, Laurel?
What's up?
Man, what's up with everybody? Hey, man, the reason I came up here, man, because I really wanted to look in the back chat and see what y'all was dropping down there in the back.
Yeah, my bro Quinte just dropped something, bro. It's very good, bro. I jumped on it, bro.
Man, I don't, you know what? I guess since I came up late, I can't see it.
Well, Laurel, let me say this to you. Last night, we had a young man on for about an hour. Forget good, Laurel. He was brilliant about cryptocurrency. Oh my God.
Hey, yo, mate, check this out. I was
What's up?
watching from the clouds. I was working, right?
Yeah.
So I ain't really come into the chat. I think I may have spoken once, but I actually heard him in Big Time in Black Wall Street. He was
Yeah.
like, I heard him.
Yeah.
What's his name?
The nail something.
Linnell, yeah. Crypto
That's
whatever.
man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I heard him.
Yeah, I would love to grab the kid for us, but I get the feeling that the man, because he's going to be on Teapot tonight. I get the feeling that the goons are going to get to him. You know who I'm talking about the goons in the manosphere, bro.
Oh man, I wouldn't worry about that. One thing, it's a couple of guys. The one guy who I follow as far as crypto is Mel Enlightenment TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot of good information.
Your boy Ty City's great at it too. Shout out to Ty City.
Yeah.
I gotta start donating to him again. It's been a while since I've been doing my own platform since I've been in there. I used to be in there every night.
Oh, look here, man. Here's the question. I don't know if Talk is still down in the Talk Money still down in the chat, but
Nah,
Black
Talk
Wall Street. But man, what do you guys think about Neo? I have about 20 shares, right? But I was thinking about waiting until Monday to buy some more, maybe. But what do you think about their company?
Black Wall Street, Dwayne, Quinte, any of you guys, Astro, about Neo?
Yeah, I've been looking at Neo, and it still looks like a buy. It hasn't been moving as quickly as we thought it would, especially seeing how Tesla's been blowing up. But I think Tesla is a little bit. I mean, Tesla's kind of like in a league of his own because of everything that's going on. Tesla is part of the S&P 500. Elon Musk has just surpassed Bezos as the richest man in the world. So I think Tesla is on its own stratosphere right now. A lot of the other EV stocks is going to take time for them to get up the same, as quickly as Tesla. But I still think that Neo is a buy. I don't think it's had the same growth that it's had over the past 6 months to a year, but I still think it's a buy. It's not something that I'm putting more money into because I want to see it at least get up past let's say $60 or so. But right now I'm looking at it and it's a cautious buy. I'm looking at it like a cautious buy right now.
I mean, have you seen those cars, man? I mean, they all kind of badass, man. They kind of make Tesla look kind of shitty, man. I mean, those
Yeah,
are nice.
but it's a Chinese-based company, and we don't get along with China, especially right now. They U.S. and China right now is not getting along right now. There's a lot of bad blood, but like I said, like I really want to see how the Biden administration deals with that. To get a better understanding of what that's going to look like within the next 4 years. So I mean, if they reach their arm out to China, want to do some things, then I'm going to be even more into it. But that's the kind of thing that's holding me back right now. I got to see how this administration is going to treat China, because they've had a up and down relationship over the past couple years, especially with Trump. So I want to see what that looks like.
Gotcha.
But that's kind of how I am with it. Like I said, it's a cautious buy. I'm still looking at it to go long, but I'm just weary of seeing how that's going to happen with the with the U.S. China relations.
I got you.
But it's popular though, man. NIO is one of the top 10 most traded stocks. If you look at some of the surveys and stuff, like a lot of people trading NIO, man. So I'm still bullish on it.
Gotcha. Appreciate that.
You know,
Mace, do you know what NIO is, Mace?
Yeah, a little bit from these guys. Him and Big Time talking about it a couple of weeks ago.
it's a EV stock, electronic vehicle stock,
There you go.
and it has been a little sideways. So that in clear talk, that's the way where it's just been stagnant. It hasn't had a big jump one way or the other over the last 2-3 weeks.
When you say big jump, what you mean? Because like yesterday, yesterday. Yesterday, last week. Last week it was up like $8. I got it like 2 weeks ago when it was like at $43 or whatever, and now it's at like 59. So
it did jump up.
Yeah. So that was like over like a 2 week period. Yeah, it went up like from 42 to like 59. So that's $17 difference.
But it's been straddling that. It hasn't broken through 50, 59, and at one point in time,
no, it got up to 61 yesterday.
It got up to 61. Yeah, but I'm talking about for more than a day. It hasn't. So if you look at it on November 24th, it reached it was at 57, and it just had to on Friday it was at 59. So like I said, it hasn't had a big jump. It's been going mostly sideways, a little up and down for the last 2 weeks. The last week it's been climbing back up. If you would have wanted to make that purchase when it was at like 41, 42 and make that purchase, you could have rode a little bit of the high. I would wait and see what it does Monday and Tuesday, make that purchase. If it's going to stay at 59 or break the 60, break the resistance of 60, go ahead and make the purchase. If not, it's still a good buy, and it's rated as a buy. I like to buy things when it's at its low point. So
facts.
I would rather see what it's going to do Monday, and maybe put it if it drops, put that order in at around, if it drops to like 45, 44, put the order in then, because you want to buy when it's at its lowest point or low point, rather than buy right now early in the morning or pre-market when it's going to be trading higher. Just my thoughts.
Yeah, I second that. I second that. But one thing I just looked into, they're actually having their annual day today. I just saw that, and that's probably why it jumped up so much last week because the annual day is basically like the day that they showcase their products, their
Yep.
newest products, and they got a new sedan that's coming out. And who knows what else they might? It's like how Apple will have its day where they talk about their products and new iPhones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That day for Neo is actually today, and that probably explains why it jumped up so much over the past week. So people are anticipating that. So it might pop up, man. Now that I'm kind of looking at it a little bit deeper,
It
it
could
might go up
run.
to the annual
It
day.
could it could run. It could run high. Um, if it if you can get on your computer and look at that early in the morning, I would say get up 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Jump on your computer, see what it's doing. If pre-market is skyrocketing up, then
You
try
hit
to
the
get
boat.
in on it.
You
Get with the
might-
program. If it's dropping, wait to make your purchase. Okay, wait to make your purchase. But
Yeah,
if
I agree.
at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, it jumps up to 65 and it look like it's running, jump in on it.
Yeah, I mean, well, the only time you can really trade is when the market opens. But
No, you can do pre-market trading. At least I know I can with the brokerage account that I have. I have a TD Ameritrade, and you can put trades in. And if you set your trade up to do a limit pre-market, you can trade pre-market before 8 o'clock. I think you can go from 7 to 9:30. You can make pre-market trades. Yep.
I
Yep.
know I don't think Robinhood could do that, but that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
Yep. Yep. Because really, to be honest with you, pre and post market, that's when a lot of the big firms are making their trades, and then they pull the quote unquote, with the air quotes, the suckers in during the market or during the first 20 minutes of opening of the market, and then you watch your price go down, down, down when you bought it at the high. So that's why I like to get up early, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, do my trades, get in, and if I have the flexibility of having a couple of day trades in my account at the time where I can trade in and out and not have a penalty, I will do that and try to reap the profit.
Yeah, I second that. I think that's a great strategy to use. Monday's going to be Neo Day, man. I'm going to look at that too, man. Leo's looking kind of sexy, man. I didn't know that they were having their Neo Day today, but that might be something big. And a lot of times, if things don't go as well as they expect it to go, then the stock could go down, and that might be a great opportunity to buy. But even if it goes up, it might still be a great opportunity to buy because Neo looks like they're trying to come strong on 2021. It looks like they're trying to really solidify themselves as the number one Chinese electric vehicle company. So, this is something I'm really going to be looking at a lot stronger. I got it on my watch list. I haven't bought the shares, but I have it on my watch list. And you're right. Like I saw it go from 40 to 50 last week alone. And I was like, okay, looks like it's starting to get that momentum. And now after this Neo Day, it'll be really good to look into see, what you want to do. You want to get in at the right price. Even if it does go up, you want to get it at the best price that you can get it. You know what I mean? So you can get the most profit out of it. So if you can, like you said, if you could kind of look at it before hours or, early hours trading and see if you can hop on it before, all the, all that stuff goes on at like 9:30 to 10:30. That's when the stocks are so volatile because the market is kind of opening for everybody else. And then kind of wait for the dust to settle. Decided to wait to either try to do it early in the game or try to wait for the dust to settle to buy into it. But it does look like it's going to be
the one signal, the one indicator that I use that I see that it's over it's been trading over, as far as NEO's concerned, trading above. It's been trading above its volume weighted average price for the last probably wait a minute. Let me see, a week. Yeah, it's barely, for about the last 10, 11 days, it's been trading above its volume weighted average price, which is one of the indicators I use. I use quite a few, and I also use a market forecast as well. And I know I don't want to get too technical, but it looks like it's a buy. After market on Friday, it's still traded above $58. It traded above $59 as well. And in fact, at around 7 o'clock, it was trading at 58.98. So it's still it's even after market, it was trading right around 1% of its high that is set on Friday. So it hasn't dropped down. So again, Laro, I would watch it. Pre-market, if it continues continues to go sideways, which means it's steady, I would make the purchase. If it goes up, make the purchase. If it goes down, hold on and wait until you see it sort of like bottom, where you think it might bottom out.
Because Dwayne, because I got like 19, 20 shares or something like that, and the thing is, I want to buy in some more. That's why I want to wait. I wanted to wait till after the day for one, because I know they're gonna roll out some new products or whatever, right?
Well, what price did you buy it at? What price did you buy?
I bought it at 42. I bought like a week and a half.
Well, it's probably not gonna go. It's probably not gonna drop down to 42. But if it drops down, let's say a good buy would be 5%, 5 to 8% of what the high of 59.31 is. If it drops 5% or 5 to 8% below that 59.31, that's a good signal to buy, because you're getting it lower than you're getting it at a discount. It's something that you believe in, and you're getting it at a 5 to 8% discount.
Gotcha. Hey man, you know what? You guys were saying something about the volatility of the early market or whatever, right? And sometimes just to weed out people who not really about that dip or whatever, right? Man, last week I was telling people, right? Hey, listen, buy you some Bitcoin, buy you some Bitcoin, buy you some Bitcoin. But I told them, hey man, listen, I'm not a financial advisor, right? So, I know a couple of people that just went all in. They just threw the stimulus check in their in Bitcoin, right? Man, it dropped so fast, so quick. It's like it was all gone and they got out of it before. And they were looking at me like, hey man, you told us to buy. I say, listen, man, you see where it's at right now? You should have just kept it. So a lot of times, a lot of people lose a lot of money by jumping in on something, and then it dips and they get scared and they run away from it and they just lose their initial investment or whatever, right? And is that a ploy, you think? Or is that
no, that's definitely a ploy. That's what a lot of the market makers do, especially when something hits a high, they'll drop it, and then like you said, so many people get like scared, and they call it like weeding out the
shaking the suckers out.
Like Dwayne was saying, like weeding out some of the suckers, because they think that the price is going to go up, and they're not very versed in how the stock market works, and they think, oh, I thought the stock was going to go up. And it goes down and hits that sharp decline, and then everybody gets scared, especially when it's especially when it's money that they really wanted to keep or whatever, and they get out of it so quickly, and then it goes right back up. It's like a way to kind of shake out the people who not really like you said, people who ain't really about it like that. So that's exactly what they do. They do that all the time. And
plus another thing you got to look at,
you have to be diligent in what in your research and what you've been able to find out about a stock, and realize that, okay, this is something that make it happen. So yeah, you're right. That happens a lot. That is a point that they use.
Yeah. Plus, look at the options and when the options are coming due, especially the put options. If a put option is coming due, and I know I'm starting to talk, getting into the weeds, but look at your stock that you're thinking about buying or owning, and look at when the put options are going to be coming into effect, coming close to expiring or being
That's
in the
basically
money.
buying insurance for your stock, though, right?
That's basically, you buy when you with options. A lot of the bigger companies buy options. I mean, small people buy options as well, but you can look at a date in time and see whether a option is expiring in the money or out of the money, and that drives the price either up or down because people want to get paid on their options that they've been investing in for 2-3 months, and that can drive the price of the stock down or drive it up as well, especially when you got big companies investing in it. And you can look that up. You may not be able to look it up specifically, but you can look at the active trading portion of uh, the chart, and you can able to see how many shares someone is buying or selling. If somebody just automatically dump 300,000 shares of a stock, that price is going to go down.
Yeah, because that's too
If
much
somebody
many
if
stocks.
somebody bought 300,000 shares or a million shares, that price is going to go up. So that active trader portion of the chart can can be an indicator of what is going to happen with that stock as well, because those companies, those hedge fund managers,
Mwah.
they are trying to make money for for their clients, and thus if they see that an option is available for them to purchase at a certain price and it's going to be profitable for them, they're going to do that, and it's going to cause that stock to either rise or plunge. So
Yeah,
keep
you're right
that in
about
mind.
that. That's true. When someone is selling 300,000 shares or something, that's either going to make it go up or it's going to make it go all the way down. Gorgeous. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, fellas. I just came in to give you a quick little spiel, but go ahead. I don't have to interrupt. You guys
Uh,
were talking.
I just want to say something. I was looking at Neo's options. If you go to this website called barchart.com, you can get a look at some of the calls and put some of the options for a lot of the companies. So just taking a look at Neo really quickly, I see two prices that have very high volume. One is at $55 and the other one is at 60. So once it hits, maybe that's kind of why it didn't go all the way up to 60 and kind of been kind of went sideways after it hit like 58, 59, because I think there's a huge put at $60. And then also at $55, I see a huge call. So if it were to go down, it probably won't go down too much further past 55. But if it goes up past 60, that might be a great opportunity to buy it. So just take a look into that. I just also wanted to say shout out to Mahogany, because I was listening on Teapot. You went on Teapot the other day, and
Oh, thank you.
I just want to say you held your own. Those dudes was coming
Yes, she
for you.
did. Especially Little
But
Big
you
Nate
held
and
your
the
own.
other guy.
I give you a lot of respect for going out there in the Lions Den and really putting yourself out there with a lot of those dudes. They was chomping at the bit to try.
Especially
Oh,
that
I
guy
do.
Came on there.
especially that guy that looked like a monster avatar.
Y'all know what? I low key really like that type of stuff. That's what people don't understand about me. My avatar, I'm a warrior, okay? Like I like that type of stuff. So, but thank you so much.
Hey, by
Yeah,
the way,
so really
Teapot,
cool,
you grew on
especially
Teapot
after
too.
everything that happened earlier that day. That takes a lot to do that, and you held your own. So I gotta give you your props for that.
And you grew on Teapot too.
Well, I
That's not
appreciate.
easy to do.
Really, yeah, his
No,
name is.
that's not easy to do because he plays favorites. Trust me, he does.
Hey, Mahogany,
Hey,
how you
hey,
doing?
I'm doing fine, Dwayne. You have to reach out to me again so we can definitely do what we talked about doing. I do want to do that show.
Okay.
I've been, and Mace knows. I told him it's been a lot going on. From COVID to the holidays and all this stuff, family members. But now I'm back on my game, y'all. So y'all will see me more out here. I see the underrated darkness in the building. Shout out to you. Hey, Tech Man. I'm gonna be
Nice in the
on.
building.
I'm gonna be on live more. I'm gonna
All
work it
right.
out. I don't know how, but yeah. So you guys will see me more, and I'm gonna be doing more shows really soon.
All right.
And I'll say it
Possibly,
again
yeah.
to you. And I'll say it
Huh?
again to you. Brothers in the manosphere, really, really, I've grown to really appreciate and respect you.
I adore you guys.
Hey,
Hey,
Mahogany,
love.
I've grown to appreciate you.
I know. I saw you in my live. You guys. I mean, not to promote me, but I did do a live, and I think it went
Promote
very
you. Go ahead,
well.
baby. Promote
And
yourself.
I saw you in the building, Laurel, so I wanted to say thank you. And Dwayne, I wanted to let you know I haven't forgotten about you. The underrated, we're gonna do a show too. Just be patient with your girl. That's all I can say. I'm learning and I'm tiptoeing my way around. But
Hey,
Dwayne, I I'm gonna try and find the email because basically I can't get in touch with you because I can't even find email.
all
After a
right.
while, yeah. So
I'll
I
I'll
just
s- I'll send it back to you again.
okay.
I'll send it
Thank
back to you
you.
again. Hmm.
And yeah, you guys are cool with me. You just got to get used to my personality. That's all.
I didn't talk to him. I haven't reached out to him. I will
Uh huh.
next couple of days. But I did appreciate Nate um, um, circling the wagons with you. I appreciate that from him
Yes, he did. I know he was easy on you,
because I
girl, and
know
I was
Nate
easy
very
on him.
well. I
I
know
was easy
Nate
on
very well.
him too.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people. I know people in the manosphere hate him because he's so rough and gruff and could hold his own. Hey, do me a favor. If you see Beasley, can you send him through here?
Okay, I haven't seen him lately either,
Yeah.
but
Hope
if
he's all
I
right. Now,
he
just tell him
is
that Mace is looking for him.
he what he does is he's a lot like me. He's all over YouTube and he circles different places. So I have seen him, but not recently. But
He's
if I
more
see
like Celeste. He's a troll.
him,
And it's nice
yeah.
of Celeste to be popping, showing her face lately.
Oh, she's gorgeous, and
Yes,
that's
yes.
what I'm saying. I didn't understand.
She don't have a butt, but she's gorgeous.
People just want the women over here to be butt ugly. They want us to be ugly. What? Nobody over here is ugly.
I'll say it before I say it again. There are some attractive people in the black manosphere, both sides. I've been saying that since I got on the manosphere.
Not
And you can
only
tell what.
attractive to me.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
No,
I was
good,
just
babe.
gonna say there's a lot of talent too. Black Wall Street is a witness. All of these guys.
Dwayne's great.
I, Dwayne, yeah, like, and I'm talking about everything, music.
Yeah, that's what
Um,
I'm saying. Yeah, all of
yeah.
these guys. Astro, Quinte, Lauro, of course. Yeah,
Mm,
yourself.
thank you.
No, thank you. Make my day when I see you. I told you that.
Did you get to catch the show? I know you were live.
I caught it. Yeah, I was making sure that they wouldn't pounce on you. Of course, especially that unknown guy, especially that unknown dude who was getting on you about. I think it was something about. He did a stupid remark to the guy. He said, "But can I argue about how come you're so beautiful?" Remember that guy who wrote that in the chat room?
Oh no, I'm talking about my show. You talking about Teapot?
Don't get jealous, please.
No, no, I'm not jealous. I'm just saying because
No, I'm
these guys
talking
were
about
coming out hard at the
the
beginning.
riots. I did a show on the riots in DC.
Oh, you finally did that show because I
Yeah,
was looking for you.
it
I
took.
really
Oh, I
was.
was late. Oh God, me and my
Yeah, I
son were
was
out.
looking for you for that show. I
But
was.
it's up now. It takes a long time sometimes for StreamYards to upload these things. I don't know what that's
You know what
about.
you do at the end of your show, right?
Uh
When
huh.
you press end the broadcast,
Uh huh.
it's gonna say the word starts with an L. You click on there, click
Oh.
on um click on what you call it. Click that button and click on YouTube and rebroadcast your show right away.
Oh, because I
Yeah,
was like, why is it not showing up?
yeah, that's
But
what I
it,
do. As soon as I'm done,
it's up there now.
yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as I do, I click the button on, and it go and my show is on YouTube. You know what made me laugh yesterday? Speak of the devil. What's up, Conservative? You gonna come up? Come up, bro. It was funny yesterday when I was looking at Dennis Sperling. My show was on one of the avatars. I was laughing. I just cracked up. I said, "Well, I be damned." I didn't. I know, like I said, I just do these shows and put it in the can. That's why I do.
Right.
That's it. I don't have an ego like that where I want to hear myself talk.
I like to critique myself. I like to see what I could do better. And like with that show, that was my first time streaming from two laptops and sharing
How
audio
was that streaming from two laptops?
footage and whatnot. Yeah, it's better.
How
What I
was
need to
that?
work on now, because I went back. It's definitely different. And then if you're trying to read everybody's chat, it's a little bit more
Yeah.
complicated, but you can do it. It's not anything you can't do. The only thing I need to work on is that my internet was janky and then I had an echo. So I had to remember to mute the other computer, otherwise it'll be an echo because you're going back and forth between two different screens, and so you got to mute one, unmute the other, and I kept on forgetting. And then my upstairs is Wi-Fi, downstairs is the actual Ethernet cord, and I don't know. I think I need a stronger router, but I started to drag and lag and stuff at the end. I don't like that, so I'll
You
work
can get
on
a
that.
Wi-Fi booster for about $40, $30.
Yeah. You get
That's
it
Put
what
it
from,
up.
I
you get it from what you call it.
Yeah,
You can get it
Wi-Fi
from
booster. You don't need another router.
yeah, Dwayne's
You
okay.
need
right.
you need a Wi-Fi
Okay.
booster.
You can get that from Best Buy.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can. I know someone actually that offered me. I didn't know what that. Okay, so I'm a definitely get that. But I
Yeah.
want you men to have a good day.
You too,
I
baby girl.
and how long you gonna be out? Maybe I can come up later on camp.
I'll be on for a little bit, and then I'll be back tonight. I'm doing a night show tonight. Anything goes in tonight's night show. I don't care what we talk about.
Okay,
So,
awesome. Dwayne, don't forget now so we could do a show. All right,
Yep.
bye, you
I
guys.
got you.
All right.
love you.
Bye,
All right.
me.
Bye bye. La, get up back up here. Who else left? Did
So
Astro leave?
so
Yeah,
just to circle back to the option talk that we were talking with Neo.
yeah.
If you look for the week of the 15th,
Mm-hmm.
the call options that are the probability of the top five, which is going from a strike price, which is the price of the stock from $57 to $59.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost it's anywhere between 46 and 54% of being in the money. So
There
that
you go.
that that would be where that option would be payable to anybody who puts a call in. Okay. But uh you just have to look at those options from time to time on a weekly basis, and then you look at the ones that are for the month as well. So for February 19th, a month from now, there are call options for the price of that stock to be 47, 48, 49, 50, and 55. And right now, a month out, the probability of them being in the money are anywhere between 51 and 70%. So it's a good likelihood that that stock, even a month from now, is going to be at least above $47. So, and those are the things that you look at so that you can see how the money is, how the price is projected to be. It's just a guide, another thing that you can use to make your decision, you know. But Mace,
What's up, my brother?
I got the roll, man. I done gave 2.5 hours, and the person that I'm on vacation with, they
Have
sending
fun,
that
bro.
they sending daggers at me.
Have fun, bro.
I will.
Thank you for your time, my brother.
Yeah.
Because you're on vacation, and I really want to use you tonight for
Hey,
something.
Dwayne,
You have
before you
fun. I'll
leave,
see you in a couple of weeks.
hey Dwayne, before you leave, hold on, man. I see you guys don't like football if your team's not playing.
Oh no. That's not it at all.
I'll let
That's
you know
not it
what's
at all.
happening. Buffalo is third and 3, deep in their own territory. The Colts moved the ball to the Buffalo 40, and they punted.
Yeah.
Tell you what is about to happen right now. 3rd and 3, Buffalo at their own 10.
Laro, the only reason why I didn't want to talk football and answer your questions is because, just like the show was Black Wall Street,
All right, Buffalo's going to
I didn't want to talk football, and I definitely didn't want to talk Houston football because
Oh
really,
no. Oh no,
really,
I get it.
I didn't want to get you
Laura, would
upset.
you like to talk
I didn't
about
want to get
Deshaun
you
Watson a
upset.
little bit?
I didn't want to get you upset, because from the last time that I talked with you or talked amongst with you or
Alonzo,
whatever,
pop up.
the
Blue
draft
Blazers,
pick
girl.
went from number 9 to number 3. So I know you feeling heat
Oh
still
no,
about
man,
that.
I'm not mad about that. I'm just wondering why if you guys are at least watching. That was it. I was just wondering if you guys.
I'm watching the game, and
I
I'm
am
gonna
too.
go, and we're gonna go out to some place
Yeah,
and watch
he got
the game
business
with
to take
a
care of.
few people. So,
I got the game on. The Colts
Yeah.
can get the ball back at their own
Yeah.
35. Commercial
Yeah.
break. I was gonna say something.
But I'll talk with y'all later.
All right, man. Dwayne, have a good day, man. You be good.
Hey,
Thank you
thanks,
so much.
Dwayne.
I'll see you Tuesday night, bro.
All right.
Appreciate
Later,
you.
y'all.
Later, my brother. The great Dwayne, the big boss. Mahogany, I love you, girl. You have a good day. Appreciate you. Blue Blazer is in here. I don't know if he's gonna pop up. No, let's do it since I got you here. Let's talk about Deshaun Watson pissed off, and he's telling his teammates down in Houston he wants out. I believe that's going to happen. The reason why I see that's going to happen, Law, because he's looking at it like, where are our draft picks? Where are we going to get better?
Mate, the guy has 5 years left on his contract. He still has his last. Let me get this straight. The Texans have complete control of the guy for the next 6 years. It's 4-year contract, and if he decides he doesn't want it, man, it's no way. And I told you I was listening to your show the other day, and you guys were kind of pissing me off a little bit, right? Because if you actually think, right, that there's any kind of way that the Houston Texans would take a 1 first-round draft pick and a broken hip quarterback for Deshaun Watson, you must be out of your mind, bro. To get something like that, you would have to probably give up your first 3 rounds of your drafts, man. The first 3 rounds. Nobody's giving that guy up for a bag of peanuts, man. Come on, man. No way.
He ain't going nowhere, bro. He ain't going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere. And he's especially not going somewhere for 1 first-round draft pick. And he's not even going anywhere for 2 first-round draft picks. Man, it's too hard to find those guys. There's no way. There's like no way possible, baby.
Let me address that. Number one, this guy comes from New England. You know how much the most ever paid Tom Brady in New England?
Listen.
Now, listen to me. What is the most money this guy from New England signed Tom Brady, and Deshaun Watson is not Tom Brady? How much was the most they gave Tom Brady in a year?
Okay, listen. Let's assume they still want to get off the contract. Why do you think he would do it for 1 first-round draft pick, Mace?
No, I ain't say he would. We don't know what he'll do it with. But I get the feeling that Houston, because of his age, will get back a king's ransom. I do believe that.
And you said I'll give him my number 3 pick and Tua.
I'm going by what Mike Florio was saying on NBC Sportsnet. Yo, Rashid, you want to come up? Come up, bro. Seriously, if I am the Houston Texans, I wouldn't do it. But you gotta remember something. Again, he comes from New England, Laurel, and they don't pay. And there's no way he's gonna pay one man $40 million a year. He ain't doing it.
He's on the contract already. What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. Teams will line up to get him. You don't think they would? You're out of your mind.
You know what, Mace? I'll trade him. If he don't want to be, I'll trade him. I'll trade him for 2
first rounds. Ransom back, bro. Don't worry about it.
I'll
I'll
tell you
right now. I'll give you an example. I'll give you
two first round draft picks.
I'll tell you. You're talking, and you're right. You know who would do that? You want to know the truth? Who would do that? Seriously? Watch the Jets, bro. The Jets would do that. They'll give you both their number ones. They'll give you Donald in return with the picks, and they'll give you, because the Jets got plenty of draft picks. They will do that because Deshaun Watson will be a big star in New York. You really think fucking people are buying fucking Daniel Jones, that fucking clown? The Jets will give it to you. Seriously. They will give it to you. Because Deshaun is box office. And the Jets got like, what, 70 million cap space? They'll give it to you.
Well, that's the kind of deal. If
yeah, they'll give you that. They'll give you both number ones, something else, and Sam Darnold. Jets would do that.
And you know what? And if we got all that, people would still say they were stupid for making that trade.
No. You know what they would say? They would say this. They needed some lifeblood, and they got it back. And they're not paying a guy who just walked in the door. Did you like the fact? Let me ask you this question. Same topic. Did you like the fact that he said they're not going to interview Eric Bieniemy?
I hated that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's stupid shit like that. I don't know what it is about the Houston Texan organization, bro. You have a star, a marquee player that America loves. I was telling this to my mother this morning when she was here before she left. America loves Deshaun Watson. He's a college football hero, legend. And you're going to treat him, they treat him like that already? Oh, yeah. The teams are going to line up. The Bears are going to try and make up for the mistakes they made. There could be a lot of teams lined up to get him, bro. You'll get what you want. Especially the team I'll be talking to right now is the Jets. The Colts are at the Buffalo 12. So Indianapolis is in the red zone. I would talk to the Jets very hard.
If you do a trade like that, the thing is you're going to be right back looking for another quarterback again. So you're still going to be screwed.
No, but Sam Darnold will be okay with those weapons you got down there. He'll be okay. He'll be good for you. And dude, you know who you take with that pick? I'm being honest. You take that tackle, bro. And the tackle I've been talking about so well. You have him on one side and Tunsil on the other, bro, for the next 10 years, bro. Look at that.
Yeah, who would they be protecting?
Sam Darnold, for now. Remember, that's the key word, for now.
Hey, man, you can keep it, man. I'll keep my part.
Yo, bro, I would do that trade, bro. Because, first of all, your fan base, you live down there, they would be at ease, but they're going to have 2 number ones and probably 2 number twos and a quarterback you can work with. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? That to me,
you need a quarterback, though. You need a quarterback in this league, bro. I mean, maybe they can draft somebody.
He just didn't have the weapons. He'll have them in Houston, bro. And then Laurel, look at this. With one of your second round picks, you can get a running back, bro. And the backs in this draft are good. Then you could play power running game and take the pressure off Donald, bro. I would make that trade. Buffalo, their defense is coming up now. It's 3rd and 7. Buffalo. I would make that trade. If the Jets offer you all of that, and they would, to get a star in New York, I would take it. I would take it. He's about to take a field goal.
I would make him stay. I would make him well, it's not make him stay because he's under contract. I would have him stay. I would try to pick a coach.
Well, you heard about the bum he tried to pick some unknown young guy. He didn't take the job.
Yeah, but isn't he still coaching right now?
The young guy, he just didn't want the job. They said.
Yeah, I saw that, but
Laurel, I'm serious. I would, if only to the Jets, I would make a deal with them. Colts made the field goal 3-0 Indianapolis. I would seriously. I would talk to the Jets because the Jets got everything you want, including the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah, Mace.
And they'll give you back Sam Darnold, which to me is not a bad trade-off. You getting all those picks plus Darnold?
Mace, that's an MVP candidate, man. I mean, You just can't, man. That's something that will mark you for the rest of your life, right? That would
I
be worse.
I agree with that, but remember, you're talking from a guy, not me. The guy that you have in now, he looks at the way Belichick looks at things, and the Patriot way is they don't pay, and they're gonna say, you know what? Let's get rid of this 40 million. If anybody wants it, come get it, and they're gonna be
You know
teams,
what the Patriot way is? The Patriot way is we had Tom Brady. That's why we were winning. That's the
and
Patriot way.
they didn't pay him, did they? That's why he's in Tampa. They never
No,
paid the
no,
man.
no. He got old, first of all. They never paid him. He agreed to take those little cheap-ass contracts to keep a team around him, right? Deshaun, he has like the second highest contract in the league. So it's going to be hard. That's why we have
It
no
won't
cap
be,
space right now.
no, trust me, my friend. It won't be hard to make that 40 million disappear. It won't be hard. Teams will be the day, and mostly they're predicting he will announce it soon. That he wants out, teams will be lined up around the block, including the football Jets. Hell, maybe me and you kid about this. Maybe the Dolphins would give you your picks back for him and give you Tua and give you all your picks back.
Who wants
And
Tua
this.
when you don't even want it? You don't even want it.
Yeah, Miami would probably seriously consider it.
Who will take Tua? Nobody wants him.
Yo, you're gonna have to take a quarterback in return, La. That's common
The
sense.
only way I can see doing it is taking a rookie quarterback.
Sam
I mean,
Darnold, I would take him if I was you.
I
I
wouldn't
would
even do
take him
that.
back.
I would take a rookie that's gonna be. I would probably draft a rookie this year.
I wouldn't do it, bro. If I'm the Texans, let's say you make a deal with the Jets and you get the second pick of the draft, I am taking Sewell and I will have two bookends at tackles for the next 7 to 10 years. Without a doubt. I can always get, with all those picks you're getting back, I can get other pieces in the draft.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If that second pick was in play, first of all, if it was in play, I would move out of that top pick. If I weren't going to take a quarterback, I would move out of it and get some more capital.
Yeah, I would do that too. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. I would trade with the Jets, trade out, give them your quarterback, give them what's his face, Watson. And then if I'm Houston, I would trade down because they're going to be teams like Atlanta, Carolina, Detroit that's going to want a young QB, and then you can rip them off for the next 3 years.
Because real talk, Mace, with the talent that we have on this roster, unless we make some kind of significant move,
He said he's going to tear it down. But believe it or not, Lau, he already said he's going to tear it down.
Well, it's already torn down.
He's going to tear it down some more. If you want to give up Winston Merciless, give us a call. We got plenty of picks. Give us a call. I would take Merciless in Miami in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is with this guy who just came in? What bothers me? This motherfucker's been here 3 days and he already alienated your star player. He already alienated the black brother. Already.
I think he was more the coach. I mean, the owner. I think he was more the owner. I mean, because the guy wasn't here. I mean, what absolutely can you do? I mean, you don't want to kiss his ass. I mean, it's not basketball where you're going to go to the players. I mean, here we go. How many times has Bill Belichick gone to Tom Brady over the years and asked him, hey, man, who do you think we should I mean, when are they running personnel decisions by Tom Brady?
I think Brady has a little bit when he was there, not everything. Remember, Brady was tighter. No. Brady was tight with the owner. He was tight with Kraft. He wasn't tight with Belichick.
When has Green Bay ran
we saw what they did to Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, we saw what they did to Aaron Rodgers.
They always kiss Aaron Rodgers' ass, right?
If they don't do that in Green Bay, I can tell you that right now. The Colts defense.
Wait a minute, Mace. They always did, right? As soon as they didn't, right? I mean, they had a lot of years where they were very bad. He was still playing good, but he wasn't playing quite as good. As soon as they said, forget that, we want to hire our own coach. We're not going to consult you with it. This is the coach. You play for this coach, Aaron. And what's happening? MVP, and he may be going to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
So you can't just let the players dictate, how you run your franchise.
And even though he's a company man and he shouldn't be, Russell Wilson never interferes with what Seattle does. Even though he did one in Antonio Brown, they didn't listen to him. The Colts are putting pressure What a beautiful throw from Josh Allen.
Yo,
Oh, is it a
Stephon
pick?
Diggs is out here balling. Stephon
Yeah,
Diggs.
man. Hey,
Yeah,
so
I'm looking at the game too.
hey, man, I'm working, so I'm not watching the game right now.
Yeah, don't
So
worry
look,
about Buffalo. This here 30-yard beautiful pass to Stephon Diggs up the middle. So
okay,
Buffalo's at
man,
midfield. Yeah.
I took that game at the half, bro.
Oh, okay. I told you to do the what you call it. Buffalo driving again. It's that kid Davis made a beautiful shoestring catch. Buffalo driving now.
There's no way they're going to get rid of Deshaun Watson. There's no way they're going to get rid of him.
Oh yes, they are. Because this man,
believe that
GM, it doesn't. I'm telling you, he's not paying a no. If you didn't pay Tom Brady $40 million New England, which he did deserve, you think he's gonna pay Deshaun Watson $40 million?
Man, Deshaun Watson is the real deal, man. He's not
He's
even
the real deal, but you could get a king's ransom for him. He's not stupid. He said he's tearing this team down.
Oh, that's gonna suck. Oh, that's gonna suck. Because honestly, all they need is maybe an offensive lineman, a stud on defense.
They have no picks.
back to the
Black Wall
playoffs,
Street.
man.
That's the problem. They have no picks and no cap space. That's the problem.
Man, ain't somebody what's this guy's name? The receiver. Ain't this his contract year?
They got rid of our boy, the only receiver that was getting paid. He's on Arizona.
No, the other guy, the speedster.
He's gone. They got. He was suspended 6 games for HGH.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, they can't pay him. He's gone.
But that's the cap space.
Fuller, I don't see Fuller back, bro. After being caught,
Fuller, yeah.
This guy ain't gonna do that. He's a new GM. He wants to put his own players in there, his own blueprint. He's already said he's tearing it down.
Listen, let me tell you something. As I watched my team this year, do you know what the thing was? Deshaun Watson did not miss DeAndre Hopkins after, let's say, the first 3.
Because he has talent there.
He's a quarterback. He can throw receivers open. He can make all the throws. He can move
He had the
around.
best year. If he was, let's say, 9-7, and the Texans made the playoffs, he'll be the MVP of the league because he got all the numbers to back it up.
And that's the guy who you would only give up your number 3 pick for, huh?
Yes, the only person on the planet Earth I would do it for. Not even for Mahomes. I'll do it for Watson.
Not for Mahomes.
I need to put that pipe down, bro.
Oh, you know why? You know why? You want to know the difference between the two guys? And I love Patty Mahomes. Patty Mahomes is a baller. Deshaun Watson is a leader of men. And I'd rather have a leader of men as my quarterback than the showman.
Pat Mahomes has
Is a
an
showman.
MVP.
He's not the leader of men.
Pat Mahomes has an MVP to his
He
name.
does, but he's not a leader of men. My team needs a leader of men.
He has a Super Bowl.
What a play. Touchdown Buffalo.
Ooh, that was a nice play.
That was sweet, wasn't it? 7-3 Buffalo.
College play right there to jump over.
Come on, big time. You missed you missed all the action today. Dwayne put up a spreadsheet and everything. You missed it, bro. Here you go. But Lau, getting back to this, bro. Seriously, you're gonna get a king's ransom for him. You are. So look forward to that. Once he makes his announcement, and teammates and guys around the league say he's going to make his announcement soon. Once that happens, they'll get rid of him. But trust me when I tell you this, teams will be lined up around the block to get him, including the Jets. You can bet on that. You can bet on that.
Mace,
He has everything you want in a player and a franchise player. And I'm gonna say it one more time. He has a clean image. He's a good kid. He just turned 25 in November. And like I told my mother this morning, I said earlier today up here, he is the type of guy America loves. There's 2 college quarterbacks. Make it 3. There's 3 quarterbacks America loves right now. Trevor Lawrence is 3. Deshaun Watson is 2. Tua is 1. Those are the 3 guys college football fans in America treasure. Right now.
I tell you something, Mace. Out of those 3 guys,
Yeah,
we already
who I'm
know.
taking of the 3 guys. You know who I'm taking.
Out of those 3 guys, we all know who we're not going to take, right?
That's true. And then I'll throw in this. You know who we're going to take because we're not stupid.
No, we know who you have already because you were stupid.
No. I'm talking about
Yeah.
we as football fans. I'm taking
I'm talking
Deshaun
about.
Watson all day.
I'm talking about those three guys you just
He
named, right?
has a new commercial. Deshaun Watson, nice.
Hey man, hey look, Mace, listen.
Yeah.
I don't want to start ragging on your franchise, so let's just stop talking about this, man. I mean,
They already said, bro, that Big Time is a big Tua fan, by the way. They already said that.
I don't think so, Mace. I think Big Time is just willing to give him time to show.
He likes Tua. He's like the rest of those Tua heads, bro. He's just a little bit more level-headed about it. But with Tua, I'm gonna say this again. If Watson's in play, Laurel, I promise you, if we get him, you'll get your picks back plus ours. I'm serious. You'll get it all, bro. I'm not kidding. You'll get it all. You'll get both number ones and both number twos from us. You and Tua. Would you take that?
I don't want it. You know why? That's what that means. Cam Newton's going to be the quarterback next year?
No, it'll be Tua. It'll be Tua. I'm going to tell you why.
No,
I know you're not Big Time. Calm down. I said you're the type of guy that you're level-headed. You'll give him a chance. That's what I said about you with Tua.
Damn, nobody going to give Tua in love. Oh, poor Tua.
I'm just saying this, and I said this from day one when I saw him against Arizona. He's a game manager. They're going to go get him some more weapons, and I think it's going to be win, not but, win. Deshaun puts himself in play. If we get him, Laurel, you'll get all your picks back.
He's under contract. Can you stop saying
Laurel, he don't care. He's not paying no one $40 million. He don't care. He already told Watson to kiss his white ass when he didn't inform him who's going to be the organization already told him kiss my ass when he didn't inform him who the GM is. And they tried to hire some young coach no one ever heard of.
Listen, man, I don't give a shit if he's mad. He can be mad all he wants to. The thing is, he can't go anywhere. He doesn't have any control.
Laurel, here's your problem. Laurel, here's your problem, my friend. Laurel, here's your problem. You don't have a 1 or a 2. And this man wants to bring in his own talent. They don't have cap space.
Well, you better make it happen the best way you can.
What are you going to do, trade Merciless to us?
Man, look.
We'll take him. We got $70 million in cap space. We'll be glad to take his contract.
You don't necessarily have to have the first round or the second round draft pick. If you can trade a player, move up, maybe have a second round draft pick.
No, you're not getting no higher than the Jets at 2 and us at 3.
What
more higher you gonna get? The mountain's not high enough.
Listen. You guys just had first round picks. I don't know how many years in a row, right? You're still sorry as fuck, right?
We won 10 games, Laurel. We're getting better.
Wait a minute. Now the Jets have had top first round draft picks for years, right? And guess what? They still sorry as hell.
But this is you, bro. You hit with JJ Watt. You hit with Deshaun. You hit with Merciless, bro. You've been hitting first round picks. Take it. No. No. Jacksonville ain't gonna do it. Urban Meyer's not gonna do it. I'm gonna say it again.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
We went through David Carr, Brock Osweiler, Matt Shaw.
I know the story.
So why, as soon as you get a quarterback, you will let him go because we had an off year and then make the playoffs? Man,
because they're not going to pay him the $40 million. This GM ain't going to do it. He said I can spread that money by building my own team.
What you're doing right now is you're just throwing out a hypothesis, man.
It's not a hypothesis, bro. These are facts.
You just grabbing it and just smacking something in the air and just throwing it against.
Here's the thing, my brother. I keep trying to tell you this. The teams 2, 3, and 4. Atlanta got two number 2s high. They can give you what you want to replenish your franchise.
Now that's something that intrigues me. Even though I went to sorry ass Matt Ryan, right?
Yeah. Last year was contract, by the way.
Seeing how Deshaun is from the area, right?
Yes.
I could see, and they have attendance problems. I could see him going to Atlanta and them giving. I'll say this: if I could get a Herschel Walker type deal, I'd trade him.
I'm gonna say this right now. If Deshaun Watson goes to New York, what's up, General? By the way, what's up, General? Good afternoon, sir. If Deshaun Watson comes to
Hey,
New
what's
York,
going
he'll be
on?
the biggest star ever, and he'll be the biggest star here since LT to play in New York.
I wouldn't trade him, but if I did, it would take a Herschel.
Philip Rivers got a man deep, and they slapped it away. All right, the Colts got a punt. It's like I said before. If you make the deal with either the Jets, Miami, or Atlanta, you are getting what you back in return. You're getting a king's ransom. That's what this man wants. He's going to get it. These teams are going to line up. Once he makes his announcement, I'm out of here.
What did Dallas get for Herschel Walker way back in the day?
Yeah, they got a lot, including Emmitt Smith and a couple of linemen. Yes, it paid off. What the hell do you think you? And let me say it again. If you get that pick, I'm gonna use the Jets. Forget Miami. I'm gonna use the Jets in this. You get the Jets pick at number 2. You rush up the card, get Sewell, or you trade down and get more picks. And then you'll have a plethora. And this is a deep draft, Laurel. This is not a crap draft. This is a deep draft, bro. It's deep at receiver. It's deep at running back. It's deep at quarterback. It's deep at linebacker. It's not deep in defensive end, but you could work on that. Because you could trade JJ. There's going to be a dumb team out there that's going to give you either a 2 or a 1 for JJ.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, there is. Trust me.
For a guy who's going into his 12th year or whatever.
These owners don't care. They look at JJ Watt and say, I got me a white superstar I can get. Yo, give up the pick. We're picking low. We're a playoff team. He can push us over the hump.
The only thing I see that makes sense is if they maybe trade with Atlanta to get a bunch of picks, and then they can draft the guy Fields from Ohio State, and then try to rebuild around him.
No, whoever
That's the only way I can see this working. But other than that,
it'll work.
It
will work. It will work because let's say they trade to the Jets. You're getting Sam Darnold back, and Sam Darnold's not bad. And you give Sam Darnold bookends at front line and give him a running back. That would work.
What has Sam Darnold done since he's been in the league?
He's been okay. He's not special, but the GM doesn't care. What he cares about is get this $40 million off the books.
No, what he needs to care about,
give me picks. That's all he cares about.
Winning. He needs to care about winning.
No, you have to build from the ground up to begin to think about winning. And he
don't
says
have
he's
to
tearing
build
it down.
from the ground up if you
That's
have
right. And you're not going to win right away.
You have a top 5 quarterback. You don't have to start over. Okay.
Oh yes, in his mind you have to. He already said that.
But he better sit his ass down and make dollars a year plus all this.
It's not going to work, Lau. He's getting that $40 million off the books.
Okay.
And Deshaun Watson is looking at it as where I'm going to give help at. We have no cap space. I'm not giving up money back. Hells no. I just got paid. No.
Okay.
Now, you trade me to Miami. You trade me to New York. Well, I'll be the biggest star. It'll probably be the biggest star in the league if he comes here.
Okay, let's Mace. When has something like that ever happened in the history of the NFL?
That's what they're saying now. That has never happened, but there's always a first time. It's always a first. And I can see it happening. And he should, and then everyone's saying it now, and I said it back in the summertime. He should have never signed that extension. That's on him. That's on him. And with Trevor Lawrence coming into the division now, and Jacksonville's already decent, you add him to it, they're going to win 8 games next year with Urban Meyer. I guarantee you that. In 2021, they're going to win 8 games.
He hasn't even thrown one snap. He can be Ryan Leaf.
He ain't going to be Ryan Leaf, baby. He's not going to be Ryan Leaf. Get your Jaguar jerseys now, by the way. Get them now. Get the black one, number 16. Get them now. Trevor Lawrence. Jets want to trade out of that pick. That's why Jets in Houston is intriguing. Because the Jets will give you everything for Deshaun Watson. Everything. You'll get 2 1s, 2 2s, and Sam Darnold. Make the trade, Laro. Do it. Run with it. I know that GM will. Jets will be happy. They'll have the biggest star ever in New York pro sports in this town when it comes to football. Deshaun will be a god here.
And at that point in time, again, at that point, if Deshaun comes there, you're going to all of a sudden stop being a Miami Dolphins fan.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can see it right there, man.
There was no. Nope. I believe my aqua and orange, baby. You better believe that. Even though I'll be wearing my Seahawk colors later on this afternoon.
Hey, yo, Mace, man, you're starting to make me kind of feel bad about the situation with my team. I kind of feel like the Miami Dolphins of the last 20 years, bro. I kind of feel like
I tried to tell you this, bro. I'll say it again. The problem with the Texans, their uniforms are on point. Their helmet is on point. The stadium is on point. The fan base is on point. The only problem is who owns the team and who's calling the shots. And I said that before. The Texans are a nondescript football team. I'll tell you when they were good. When they had my man Arian Foster back there. That was a bad motherfucker. Arian Foster. Oh, I loved Arian Foster, bro. I remember when they played the Dolphins and the game was in Miami and Arian Foster fucking tore the Dolphins an asshole, bro. I just liked Arian Foster when he was there. Something about him I like. Right now, Houston's in the crossroads and it's not good. And I think alienating the quarterback and the GM not even going to talk to him, which is stupid. And I already told him they're not hiring Eric Bieniemy, which, if you read between the lines, we're not hiring a black coach, which to me is stupid. Stupid. And then they're going to tell me that they're hiring some unknown flunky who no one ever heard of. Buffalo 3rd and 10 at their 10. Last time they was at this position, he ran for 15 yards in the first down.
So what you're basically telling me is I lost.
Yep.
I'm a loser.
Yep.
Yeah.
You lost, bro. I'm going to let this man speak on it. General, it's yours. Good afternoon, sir. Happy belated New Year to you, General. General,
Yo,
platform is yours. Go ahead. Comment on that, bro. I'm good. Sean Watson looking more and more that he wants out, and the white man betrayed him. Your comments about this?
Wow, that's the quarterback that's over at
Houston. The young black man, Texas.
The young black boy that almost
This is the biggest news in the league right now.
That almost killed
it's the biggest news.
That almost killed himself trying to get them to the Super Bowl, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Well, all them Houston teams, man, they garbage anyway. I don't blame that young brother for wanting to leave. Nah, let me stop, man. I'm fucking with Laro. I'm a somebody in squad. I'm fucking with Laro. Damn. So wait a minute. James Harden want to leave, and now this young stud wants out.
Yeah, the white man lied to him and told him they're not hiring the black head coach. They told him that blatantly.
Hey, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with your team, Laro. James Harden want to leave. Now the young brother, and you trying to force them. You act just like you trying to force these young boys to stay at these damn Houston teams. What's wrong with you, Laro?
General, you should understand more than anybody in this space what a contract is, right?
Yeah.
You know what a contract means. You under your contract, don't you?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for those dudes to do. Under your contract and come and play.
He's going to honor it somewhere else.
Okay, all right. So let's break it down like this. Laro. Yes, I honor my contract within conditions. So if you and I are going to go into contract, you tell me, hey, General, check this out. We're going to go under contract together. I say, okay, Laro, what are the particulars of the contract? And you say, well, next season, I'm going to get a black coach. You're the front office, right? You're managing. Mm-hmm. And you promised me next year we're going to get a black coach. I believe that's what
No, nothing like that. He signed the contract last year.
Okay, right. But see, here's the problem, Laro. You don't know what the conditions of him signing that contract last year were. That's the problem. You don't know the behind the scenes talk. And obviously, there was some behind the scenes talk for them to get a black coach because now it's coming out. That's the reason why he wants to leave. He's saying, well, you told me this last year. Here it is, time to make a move. And you lied to me. You see what I'm saying, Laro? You can't keep trying to change the conversation and make it fit your narrative. No. The problem is The problem is, here's the problem. Let's start with this. Here's the problem. They lied to the kid.
Facts.
Last year, to get him to sign the extension, they lied to him. That's all it was to it. Hey, what can we do? What can we do after that season was over?
You know what? That's wrong. You know what? Hold up. Give me 1 second, General. First of all, he signed the contract. The only way he was gonna have money to sign that contract, if I believe right, he signed it after.
Signed it in summertime. Bill O'Brien was there. I'm gonna add something to this. I'm gonna give Laurel pushback. You telling me, Laurel, back up. Laurel, you telling me 20 teams? Laurel, you telling me 20 teams in the NFL wouldn't have gave him the same contract? Because if you believe that, you're out of your mind. Teams are going to be lined up around the block, Laurel. Once he makes his announcement or word leaks out, he wants out, that GM will field packages to get his $40 million black ass out of town.
Yep. That's a fact. You keep talking about honoring your contract. The guy went into, I'm sorry for the background, Mace. Give me just a second.
Don't worry about it.
The guy signed a contract after the season was over with in the summertime. So there was a conversation. There was a conversation based upon him signing that contract.
Yep.
They had a conversation, and the conversation, I bet you went something like this. You know, Deshaun, we really love you here, down here in Texas. We really love you here, and we really want you to stay, Deshaun. Here's what we got on the table for you. Oh, in addition to that, Deshaun, we're going to get you a black coach. We're going to bring in a black coach. What do you say about that?
No, they a black GM. That's what he wanted. We're talking about Watson, man. What's up, buddy?
I'm a little bit out of the loop, man. Forgive me. Okay, we're going to bring in
a black GM.
A black GM. Deshaun said,
no. His GM.
He said it himself.
No, wait a minute. You're getting it wrong. His GM was the coach as well. So how can a GM that's the head coach at the same time?
He was fired. He was fired after the 4th game. That was 3.5 months ago. You can easily tell Laurel, you can easily tell the owner's son who's running the team now, yo, do me a favor, keep me abreast on who we're gonna bring in as a GM and a coach. And they lied to him. And the GM told him, I'm not talking to the enemy at all, and basically telling him, kiss my black ass. Colts got first down Buffalo 42.
Yep.
So, Laurel, there's no defense. He got his money, but he'll be somewhere else next year. I promise you that. He'll be somewhere else, I will say, by free agency. So that will be St. Patrick's Day. He'll be somewhere else.
Hey, mate, you don't want to go in. I know one thing. Don't go in the contract with Laurel, boy, because Laurel like a slave driver. He'll never honor any contract.
No. Wait a minute.
You're like, fuck that shit.
No. Here's one thing, though. Wait a minute. And you know what? It's a losing argument because you guys are not vested in keeping that guy on my team. So, I mean,
because you don't have
it's not about
resources. That's like Colts wide open at the Buffalo 10-yard line, first and goal in Indianapolis. Because you have no resources. That's why. You have no first or second round. And when you want to build a team, you want first and second round picks. You don't have it. That's the problem. This GM knows it. Get rid of the $40 million black boy. Bring me back resources. The owner's going to be happy. Deshaun's going to be happy. The new GM's going to be happy.
And on top of that, Laurel, it's not that I'm not interested in keeping. Look, I want you to have all success with your Texas teams that you can have. Okay? The thing is, I want you to have success under the proper pretenses of scope of the conversation. The proper pretenses and scope of the conversation are facts. That's facts. He just said, why did you say the son Washington wanted out?
Because he was lied to, and he doesn't see a future.
Who said that? Wait a minute.
Everybody in the NFL is the biggest story right now, General.
Okay. So has Deshaun Watson made a statement about this yet?
His statement was that he tweeted out when they hired the white GM the same old shit.
There we go right there. So he basically concurred the fact that what people are saying
It's
about him being lied
facts,
to,
and he told
facts.
other stars around the league, and they reported on Twitter.
He got look, these Texas motherfuckers like Jerry Jones and these Houston Rockets owners, they like slave drivers, man.
Yes, they are.
Motherfuckers want to get away from their ass. What you gonna say about that, Laro?
Yeah, he said it in a tweet. He took it back. He pulled back the tweet, and then he put it out there again to make sure everybody got to see. He said, "Oh fuck, what you brothers in the South say? Oh nah, what you say? Nah, bullshit." That's what he said.
Man.
Hell nah, that's it. Hell nah, I ain't going for this shit. And he put it out there again.
Damn, Laro.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
But you gotta understand, if you get rid of the two highest paid players on the team, you build a better team. You understand? Because with those two high paid players on the team, you're not gonna be nothing.
Colts touchdown, they take the lead 10-7 Indy.
Gonna be fighting.
Wait, what did you say, brother?
10-7 Indy. They just took the lead. The Colts just took the lead in Buffalo.
That. What I'm talking about? What?
Yep.
What the brother saying? That if you get rid of the two highest players on the
with
team,
those two high players, you can't do anything with that because you're not gonna build a team once you're gonna be fighting for a wild card.
Who's fighting for a wild card?
You need to build a better team, bro. It's not that team is not conducive to win. You might win 1 or 2 years and that's it.
They don't have nothing. They're a 4-12 team.
You have no offensive weapons. You have no offensive weapons. You got no defense beside one player. What you got? You just gonna live off Sean Watson? You can get
that's why. And this new GM told him, "I'm not hiring B&M. Don't talk to me." Basically,
May,
did you hear the man say that? Did you hear him say that? I don't know about
Low. I hate to tell you this, but I do go by what NFL insiders say. Well, everybody in the world saw the tweet already, and when he pulled it back, he said, "Oh hell nah!" Like you guys talk down there, he put it back up there for everyone to see. And then they told him they're not hiring B&M, not even going to give him an interview. And they tried to hire some flunky coach.
Wait. Hold on. Now, we need to get off this Airbnb bullshit. Because
you wanted them. Wait,
hold on. Wait a minute. But you're acting like he's Jesus Christ. So
no, you did. Not me.
Wait a minute. He coaches under freaking Andy Reid, bro. So how much is he really doing?
You wanted them 2 weeks ago.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
matter, but it's not like we let Vince Lombardi go or
something. Then listen to me. Listen to me. That flunky who just turned down the job, this is a flunky no one in the league ever heard of. Turned down the job to be your head coach when he brings you in some flunky that you never heard of. Okay, and with no Deshaun Watson there, you're flourishing at 2-9 this year coming up.
You know what, mate? All that means is I know what it feels like to be a Miami Dolphin fan, right? Okay. That's all it means.
I'm gonna say this. Hey, I'm gonna say this to you, man. You delusional because y'all for a long time had 4 years good coaching. Y'all the same as the Dolphins, bro. You don't talk like that.
They're worse because we got their last.
I'm a fan of the game. Don't talk like that.
Yeah, they're worse because we had their picks the last 2 years, including this year. We got their first and their second. And again, you better talk to the Jets, Laurel. Your GM better talk to the Jets because the Jets have everything you want in a return package. And the Jets will give you all you want. You want the 2 2s, the 2 1s this year? Hell, they'll even give you the one next year.
Okay, you know what, Mace? Let me have your 2 first-round picks, your two second-round picks.
No, we'll do that. We'll do that in a heartbeat. No, we'll do that. Trust me. We'll do that. No, we'll do that.
And on top of that, give me another first-round pick.
No, we'll give you another one. You'll get the 4 picks. You'll get 2 1s, 2 from us this year, and we'll take Watson. We'll gladly pay him $40 million because we're $70 million under the cap, so we can spend the other 30. And we'll regenerate resources to fill the other pieces. You can have it. Thank you for Watson. Thank you for the dynasty. We're going to build in Miami. He was the missing link, and I'll start winning big next year.
Mate, this is why you don't do something like that. Deshaun Watson, if he stays healthy, has at least another 10 years on his belt. I'm going to say minimum 10 years, right? Why would you do something like that? That's 10
because
years
the man is a new GM, Lauro, and he doesn't have any draft capital. He has nothing right now.
Well, it's just going to be another down year, and then the following season we'll have some picks, and we'll have some draft capital, and we'll have some cap space.
Nobody knows how good next year's draft is.
How many years has Aaron Rodgers did they suck? In between his last Super Bowl he won and potentially this year.
Hey,
1 year. 1 year.
Example.
1 year because of injury. 1 year because of injury.
How many years did they miss the playoffs, man?
1 year because of injury.
Y'all don't have enough talent for Deshaun to carry the team. Aaron Rodgers carried that.
Okay, I have another player for you.
Aaron Rodgers will hurt too.
I have another player for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Drew Brees. How many times since his first Super Bowl did he not make the playoffs? He's bitching this shit.
1 year because 2 years. One because he was hurt. The other year because of Bounty Gate. Now, here's the bottom line. Your quarterback let it out there how he feels now. He already said that he's going to make an announcement either way soon, and most of the players, his teammates and players around the league.
Contract. He can't give a fucking announcement.
Yes, he can. He can do whatever he wants. He's Deshaun Watson. He can do whatever he wants to do.
Okay.
He's one of the biggest stars in the world. Forget the NFL in the world. College football. America loves this kid. He's a good kid. They lied to him. That's the bottom line. They lied to him.
They said that they give him input on who the
and they didn't do it. And the new GM told them they're not hiring the enemy.
We haven't even hired a coach yet.
He doesn't have to. He already tried to hire a flunky. Buffalo was stuffed on 3rd and 1. It's going to be 4th and 3. They're going to punt. And this is the way I told all you guys Indianapolis was going to come play Buffalo today. I told you take the +7.
Mate, you just told me I was going to lose like 10 minutes ago, man.
No, I didn't. You said to me that's a win, right? You asked me that's a win.
I said, no, that's a loss there, right? Yeah, man, you're going to lose.
I did not say that. I said that's a win. I said that's a win. That's a win, I told you. I told you to take the Colts +7. Did you do it?
Yeah, I took them minus. It was like minus 3.5 for the half. So I'm looking good. I just played it for the half. I didn't even.
Oh, you played the half, yeah, because they're +7. Negro, what's up, my nigga? Amon Perry, one of my favorite people. General is here. I'm gonna let General elaborate right now. Quinte Riddle's here, and of course the Great Black Wall Street. Go ahead, General. All yours. All yours, General.
Hey, what's happening, Laro? The only thing I'm saying is, you want to keep dudes there based upon a fucking contract when there's much, much more that goes into these contracts, man. And you know this. I don't have to explain it to you. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence. These guys go under contract and they have all types of small little things written in their contract. And like what he's telling you is, this whole shit wouldn't have blown up if they had done what they said they were going to do. And that's oftentimes what happens when players want to leave or whatever the case may be. That's what happens. Point blank period. When players want to leave and they already signed the contract and then the next season come up and they're like, man, I'm sick of this shit. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. It's because a promise that was made was not fulfilled somewhere. And this is the game that these motherfuckers play. Well, we got him now. He's under contract, so we can promise the motherfucker anything. Sure, yeah, buddy, come on, sit down. Here you go. Well, you don't smoke cigars, but listen, I got this fat juice Cuban over here. And the guy's like, I don't want to talk about cigars right now. Well, hey, how about a good glass, a nice shot of this? You guys like this what do they call this stuff? Dom Perignon. You guys like this stuff, right? Ha, ha, ha. Hey, hurry up, get him to sign the contract over here. Hey, Deshaun, listen, guy. Now, this is the best deal you're gonna get out here. And he's like, hey, I thought you were gonna bring in this person. This is what you said at the end of the season. Well, you'll see, Deshaun. Sure, we're gonna bring him in. Sure, we are. Of course. Right, guys? You know, those rest of those 4 motherfucking Peckerwoods in that room all sitting around saying, oh, yeah, sure, Deshaun, the deal's on the table, man. Listen, bud, you should sign this contract. Sign it. As soon as he signs the contract, they're like, oh, we got this nigga now. He got a contract. We don't give a fuck about nothing else. Season get ready. Hey, man, I thought we was going to bring this person. Nah, you know, Deshaun, we decided to go in a different direction. Oh, hell no. That's how I go. You know that. I don't understand how you gonna try to refute that, Laro. You know that's how I go. Are you there, Laro? All I'm saying is.
Yeah, go ahead.
All I'm saying is that's how these deals go even with Jerry Jones, right? Jerry Jones been fucking up the Cowboys for the last 30 years.
That. You know what? I don't think it was more contract time. I think probably we lost those first 4 games. That they fired Bill O'Brien. That's probably when they told him, yeah, we'll consult with you about what we may do. At that point in time, he was all under contract. That was basically like a gentleman's agreement that we'll reconvene and talk with each other when the season's over with before we make a decision. Now, since we haven't hired the coach yet, just because we not interviewing one coach, I mean, he wants to get on his Twitter account and basically, you know, kick up a whole bunch of dust. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
no, again, my brother, and I love you. They can move that contract at any time. Again, teams will be lined up around the block. He's only 25 years old. He's a Heisman.
Every team in the NFL wants that kid.
They will be. Oh my God, Laro, you don't know about General's right. Go ahead, General. Tell him.
I told you I'd do it for a Herschel Walker deal, but that's it. That's the only thing.
But Laro, here you go. The Jets can give you the Herschel Walker deal. The Jets can do it right now.
Yeah, they can.
Miami can do it right now. There are teams out there who can do it. That's the problem with you.
The Herschel Walker deal is a thing of the past. These guys got way better structured contracts than the Herschel Walker deal.
Miami did it, General. They did the Herschel Walker deal with his Texans 2 years ago, and they got all those picks. They got 2 1.
Hey, man, hold up, man. Yeah, man. You see, that's what happens when you let somebody incompetent run your franchise. He got rid of all of our draft capital, right? He didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he just got fleeced, and now we're in purgatory for it. You have a good quarterback.
Maybe it wasn't his doing. Maybe it was somebody
It wasn't his doing, General, because he was running the team.
All our players for nothing?
Let me finish, Laro. I'm the guy that's supposed to be running I'm the guy that you put in charge of your team to make decisions on player personnel, right? But you're the fucking owner. There are buffer zones. So I said, hey, listen, this is the better deal for us. Man, that way we won't have to lose any draft choices. You tell me, nope, I don't give a shit. This is what I want. I said, well, hey,
that GM is not stupid, Laro.
Right.
He's going to get those picks back one way or another. And he's the only guy. Yeah, go ahead, General. Sorry about that.
Do you understand?
It's the same thing. These owners are doing the same. These owners of these teams are doing the same thing that Jerry Jones is doing. That's why Jerry Jones can't get the Cowboys in across the threshold.
Facts.
They doing the same shit. Jerry Jones, if he doesn't like what's going on, he will come down to the sideline. Fuck being in the skybox on the phone. He'll go down to the sideline and say, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Call these plays." Hey, fuck that. No, I'm in charge. I'm the owner. And the coach and the general manager and all these motherfuckers are like, Jerry just went downstairs. This ain't gonna be good.
Yep, facts. And let me add in one more thing.
Owners own, players play, coaches coach.
Facts. Colts, they're at the half-yard line.
Nah,
Be
they
30
got
at the half-yard line. Laro, this is what you seem to miss. You think for a 25-year-old college All-American quarterback that beat Nick Saban, should have beat Nick Saban twice, and has played brilliantly in 4 years of his NFL career so far, and he just turned 25. If you think that these teams are going to be lined up for him, don't give a fuck that he's making $40 million, they ain't going to care. They're going to say, so what? I got a franchise QB. I have a chance to win big. They don't care. He makes $40 million. They'll pay him. They will pay him.
All right, it's the equivalent to this. Let's look at it like this. Ja Morant, before he got hurt. Do you think there's not one team in the NBA that would not take Ja Morant if they put him on trade block?
Facts. Teams will be lined up in the NBA.
Is there any team out there that would not sell out to get Ja Morant?
Facts, General.
There are a couple.
Right.
There are a couple because you got, of course, the Lakers.
The Lakers will do it. They'll find something to make a package.
Yeah, exactly. They'll bet the house money.
Yes,
I'm willing to bet you they'll give it a.
Yes, the Lakers will definitely. Lakers will be at the top of the list with Miami Heat. Yes, no doubt.
So I'm saying it. I mean, there are only a few teams. If that were hypothetically, there are only a few teams out there that could possibly put a package deal together with draft picks, money, and players for Ja Morant. There are only a few deals. So excluding the Lakers, what my point is, every fucking team in the NFL, from the teams that are 1-5, 1-6, all the way to the top right now, would be saying, fuck that. We'll take, give us Ja. All you rest of you motherfuckers can go.
Yeah, facts. And the kid in Atlanta, Trey Young, he's another one. Teams will line up to trade for him. I mean, I hate to say this. Houston's in a no-win situation because you will recoup what you lost. But the problem is you're going to get a quarterback in return, wherever the team you trade with. If that happens, I'll go as far as when it happens, you will get a quarterback in return. And the question will be, what would you do with the picks?
Mace, can I ask you, let me just change this around. Is there any quarterback that's in the playoffs right now who is, let's say,
Alex Smith? The Redskins said they will throw their hat to get Deshaun Watson. Just to let you know, the Redskins said they will definitely throw their hat.
Mace.
Yeah.
What are they willing to give up in order to get him? That's the thing you got to look at, because if you have to give up a couple of your best players and draft picks, because man, you never see a deal like this ever done, because it doesn't happen. It's never been done before. It doesn't.
But here's your problem, Laurel. Against you, there's two teams at second and third in the draft that will give you everything you need, and both these franchises have it. Jets and Miami, they have it. That's the problem for you.
Well, let me tell you something else. I want a couple of players too on top of that. Okay, you don't give the guy. You don't give the guy away just to draft.
You can take players because you have too much money. Because if you trade, when you trade Johnson, you're gonna have dead cap on your cap. You have to pay some of his salary. That's what you're not understanding. You just gotta trade him up, trade him away, picks, build your team. That's the only way you can do it. You cannot. So you know understand. You look at the talent. I understand that. Deshaun Watson is a great player. You're looking at the talent, but you're not looking at the business aspect of the game. You still got to have his salary next year when you trade him away. You pay to get him away. And we're going to give you two first rounds, 2 second rounds. If we can give you a first round next year, they can help you build your team. You suck. All you need is a quarterback. Think about it, bro. All you get all the time, pair with Thompson. You understand that? You can get running back in the second round. You can get a wide receiver in the second round. Come on now, bro. Your team is ready. If you trade with the Jets, Sam Darnold's not a bad quarterback, bro. He's not.
Oh, okay. Okay, check that. Who has the best defense right now in the playoffs? I would say it would be the Redskins, right? Okay, the Redskins.
Okay, the best pass rush.
Okay, now let's say the Redskins, right? They don't have a quarterback. They fluked it. It was the biggest fluke in history by them being able to make the playoffs at 6-10. So you know what that would have been? A team that has talented players with no quarterback, and they were 6-10, right? How many teams you see that has a bunch of talent? Dallas has a lot of talent. No quarterback, right? 6-10. Man, you cannot do it without a quarterback. I don't care about an offensive lineman. I don't care about an extra pick. If I'm giving him up, I need 10 picks over 2 years. I'm not doing it. I'm not going that way just for 3 or 4 years.
See, that's what you don't understand. Your team never going to win. If y'all keep trying to watch it, y'all just wasting him away. You just wasting him.
He's 25 years old. If we can have a couple,
he's going to take 2-3 years.
Nah, man.
By that time, that man almost 30 years old. You wasted prime years of his career.
Thank you, Quinte. Thank you. Facts.
He gonna have sacks. Big shit.
The Colts had the ball second and goal at the 1, and they didn't make it. Rivers threw a perfect pass to the receiver, and he dropped it. So
you know, it's amazing how we missed the playoffs.
All right, okay, look at Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers should have had 3. Hey, let me say this real quick. Philip Rivers should have had 3 championships, 3 Super Bowl rings.
Facts.
He had the 3 of the greatest teams, but he didn't do shit.
Facts. But Laurel, getting back to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Laurel, getting back to you though.
He didn't cry about leaving. Not one time I heard about that.
I think
they didn't want him no more. They drafted quarterback.
I think Watson realizes that
Watson sees Pat Mahomes. He's probably envious of it, and he wants to win. Look, man, you didn't get
Pat Mahomes. Here's the sad part. Laurel, the boy is a champion. He came into the NFL as a collegiate champion. This kid is a star. Forget New York for a second. He's a big major star in America. He's a college hero. Him, Tua, and Lawrence. I keep telling you this. People care about Deshaun Watson more than Houston. And they want to see him win. And don't you can tell him this, bro. He knows this. You're not going to win in Houston right now. No, I'll be back. Henry, would like to give the state of the Lakers address?
Make it two. Yes.
Oh, he's doing something. General.
Thank you.
General, you there? Black Wall Street.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just doing a couple things right now.
Game tomorrow. So somebody wrote in the chat room about the 2000 Ravens.
Yeah, the 2000 Ravens are the best defense of all time.
I can challenge that if you like me to.
I mean, you can, but they're the best of all time.
You really believe they were better than the Steel Curtain in Pittsburgh?
The Steel Curtain wasn't holding teams to 6 points. I mean, we couldn't do anything on offense. We were beating teams 9-6.
I remember a game back in 2000. It was like week 9 or week 10 when you had Banks at quarterback.
Yeah.
And you played at the Redskins. And you know how that rivalry was back then. And Dion had a field day. And I said, you know what? They put Dilfer in there.
You know, and that could show you that if you have a great defense, you can win with a game manager quarterback. Like you don't need to have somebody throwing for 300 yards every game to win.
You was in high school back then, huh?
Yeah, that was a while back. But I do remember that. I remember that season, and I remember that I was just like, man. I mean, they couldn't even score 10 points, but they were winning every game.
Yeah. Remember that year like that happened, guys. I'll put in something right now that will shut this conversation up. Matter of fact, I'll put 2. I'll shut this conversation down right now. Here we go. They're putting in other defenses that were better than your defense.
No, there was no defense that was better than that. I mean, you got to go back and look at the stats and you look at the highlights. I mean, you just couldn't move the ball down the field. I mean, you couldn't even move the ball. You could not forget scoring. You couldn't even move the ball down the field. I mean, Ray Lewis was in his prime. They had Rod Woodson as a free safety. They had converted him from cornerback to free safety. He was a ball hawk. He was everywhere. They had a lot of really good players, but as a team, I saw with my own eyes, man. Nobody could score against them.
I know this. I saw the 75 no-name Dolphin defense, which was they only gave up 9 points a game. I saw the Steel Curtain.
I was just going to say the same thing, Mace.
Yeah.
No-name defense, Steel Curtain, 85 Bears.
Yeah,
the Purple People Eaters, the Purple People Eaters from the Vikings.
And the 2013 Seahawks.
Yeah.
Which everybody forgets. The Legion of Boom.
My main argument is just the fact that our offense couldn't score 10 points. Like we couldn't even score like consistently 10 to 15 points a game. And our defense held us down to the point where all we needed, if we could score 3 field goals, then we were going to win the game. And I remember Ray Lewis said something like, if we could score like 10, 13 points, it was an automatic win. It wasn't no 27-20. It wasn't no, I can't remember us scoring more than 20 points in any game during that season. I mean, it was in the single digits or the teens.
Young man, I'm giving you your due. I don't think I'm arguing with you. I'm giving you your due with your defense. I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah, man. I just think we just shut everybody down. I mean, there wasn't anybody that could score. He couldn't move the ball against us at all. I don't remember who we played. I don't know what the schedule was looking like.
How many Super Bowls came out of that defense with that defense intact? How many?
It was only one Super Bowl, but you know what?
So
here's something to think about. They got rid of Trent Dilfer after that. So
hold on.
Yeah, for this guy, Irvis Gerbach.
So how many championships, Mace? I know you got the answer to this. Did the Steel Curtain's defense produce?
4.
That team.
4.
There you have it. That's enough for me.
Well, they had a Hall of Fame quarterback too. They had matter of fact, they had a Hall of Fame
quarterback, and someone will agree with this because this young man wasn't born yet. That Hall of Fame quarterback was a game manager.
Right, so you're talking about
that ball up to and Lance Stallworth. I saw those. They were figuring it out in games.
Right, here's what you want to do. Now you want to move the goalpost because you said defense. You said our defense from the Ravens, and they were the best. They only allowed, so many points a game. And okay, we talk about defenses. That's where we at. And I asked a simple question: how many championships
did the Ravens
were
win?
produced? That's all I'm asking.
With that defense, the second one they won.
With that defense.
I'm saying they only won 1 championship, but at the same time, our offense was inept. The Steel Curtain, they had a way better offense than our offense.
You're right about that, young man. Young man knows what he's talking about, Jim.
I'm not saying that he's not right. What we're talking about is not the fact that they had a way better offense. True. Those are facts. We're talking about defensive wise on certain teams. That's what we're talking about. When I talk about the offense, we're not talking about the offense defense balance that they had. Yes, the Steel Curtain defense did have a super high tuned offense to go along with it. They were a very well balanced team on both sides of the ball. But you started with defense. If you said team, I would say, okay. But you started out with defense. And we started naming some teams that had some super beefed up defense back in the day. Miami Dolphins, the no-name defense. The Steel Curtain. The Purple People Eaters. Orange Crush. We just started naming some defenses
them
that produced some championships. Go ahead, Max. You got it.
Doomsday in Dallas.
Oh my
Doomsday in
God.
Dallas, but
So what I'm saying is that if you want to go over a span of 4 or 5 years, you know, I probably can't say that. But for that
At
year,
least
for
for
the
that
year
year,
2000, yeah, for the year 2000, we had a by far a superior defense because we didn't even have an offense that could score more than 10 points. That's what I'm saying. The Steel Curtains during any given year, they had 4 Hall of Famers. They had the running back Franco, they had the 2 receivers, and they had Terry Bradshaw. We didn't have any of that. All we had was our defense.
but kid, your argument is a
Year
good
2000,
argument.
for that 1 year, for that one season, our defense was better than any defense of all time because we didn't even have an offense that could score 10 points.
Well, you did have Jamal Lewis who ran for
every
2,000.
single game.
You did have Jamal
why
Lewis.
the best defense. That 2000.
No, kid, you're not getting an argument from me.
and
Yeah,
not
I'm
get one for me.
saying because you know
I'm
people
in
have to
agreement
take
with
that
you.
into account.
I'm not arguing. I'm just telling you there's some other defenses out there that may not have been as good statistically, that may have had a better offensive side of the ball, but there are some defenses out there that were way more prolific than your 2000 Ray Lewis defense. That's all
Buffalo
I'm
is going for them 4th and 3. It's at the Colts. Well, this is a good football game. The Buffalo is going for it at their 27-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna try and draw them off sides.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
Yep, they were trying to draw them off, and they did it. They drew them off sides. I tell you. Oh, Indianapolis! You got to be kidding me! You drew the guy off sides. Come on, Indianapolis! The clock was down to 1, and you jump off sides. I will bench this dumb motherfucker for the whole second half. What the fuck's wrong with you? The clock was down to 1. You dumb dick. Typical nigga. You couldn't wait for an extra second? The clock to run out. They're going to punt the football. Good. Bench his ass. Dumb nigga. Good job. Bench his fucking ass. Dumb motherfucker. Jumping off sides. 4th and 3. And fucking game clock was down to 1. Fucking idiot. Go ahead, Buffalo. Take the lead.
Interception. Almost.
Yeah, it is picked off. Yep. And no one touched him. Nobody touched him. And these guys are slowing up. You know, that's going to be a touchdown for Indianapolis. Yep. What a play. That's going to be a touchdown for Indianapolis.
So it worked in their favor.
Yep. He picked it off. And no one touched him.
Oh, my God.
What a pick. What a pick off. He's still, he dropped the ball right there. He got it. No, he's going to get it. He's going to get it, but it's going to be at their own 20. He's going to get it.
They're going to say he didn't control it on the way down.
Wow.
And he was.
Yeah, they probably get Buffalo's got some calls these games, too.
And he was touched. And he was touched because as he fell to the ground, dude hit him in the side with his leg. So he was touched. You see, watch it again. Slow motion, he doesn't have it. Well, that bumble, nope, it's going to come back. He didn't have it. He trapped it. They're going to say he trapped it on the ground.
The Colts shouldn't be in this situation to begin with. That's the craziness about this. Buffalo
he never had it. That's what they're going to say.
And this idiot jumped off sides, number 57. I'm looking at this guy like, what the F you doing? And this idiot jumped off sides. Should be benched the rest of this game for doing that. If it was me,
what do you think, Mace? Do you think he has it? I'm looking at it.
Oh, let me see right here.
No, he doesn't have it.
No, he did bobble it. I see it right there. Yeah, Buffalo's gonna get the ball back. So it'll be 2nd and 10. This is a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, Indianapolis first half has played well until Buffalo held them at the end zone. Well, Buffalo has been getting some calls. Orange Crush was juice drink compared to the Broncos of 2016 and drinking an orange Red Bull. I don't know about that. Buffalo's defense. Denver's defense was damn good back in the 70s and the 90s. It's ironic that every 2 decades is when Denver goes to the Super Bowl. 70s, 90s, and the 2010s.
That Broncos defense was pretty good though. I mean,
Yes,
they
it
had
was.
Von Miller. They had that's when everybody in the Broncos was really good. And they had DBs. They had Talib. They had Chris Harris. They had a really good team.
You let the quarterback sneak up the middle for 17 yards? Colts, are you serious? Give Buffalo a lot of credit because if they had the goal line stand, the Colts have been moving the ball on their defense all game long. It'll be first and goal, Buffalo, 20 seconds to go at the Colt fall. Give Buffalo. This is a good game. I just think the Colts may have blown it when they didn't get in. If the Colts would have made it 17-7, it would have been interesting. Going into the second half, Buffalo probably would have came down and scored. I think the Colts are giving Buffalo a little bit too much respect. And they shouldn't. They should just play the way they play. And number 57, who did that stupid offsides, he has not been back in the game since he did that stupidity. Just stupid. Dumbass nigga. What the Colts got to do here is stop them. Look at that. Wide open. Touchdown Buffalo. Josh Allen just did a fake sneak. Letting this white boy, look at him dancing and posing. Fuck. Fuck's wrong with you, Colts fans in Buffalo are loving it. If the fans are there in Buffalo today, just toying with them. Couldn't even tackle him. Should be ashamed of yourself. But he's a good player. I can't knock him. He's made some great throws in this drive. I'll tell you that. But Buffalo is taking the lead late. Colts will take a knee. And go into the locker room. Buffalo will get the ball back starting the second half. 14-10 Buffalo, halftime. Very good, entertaining game. If you like rock'em, sock'em football, which you're getting here in Orchard Park. Josh Allen has scored both TDs for the Bills on the ground. So Buffalo. And the fans are singing their dance song. Hey. All right. Gerald, let me ask you this. Laurel's gone. I wish he'll be back tonight. I will be back here tonight, guys. I'm going to finish this up right now. Iman Perry, Big Time. Who else? American Negro. I'm thanking all the guys before I go off the air. Who else was in here? Black Wall Street, of course. Big Time Alonzo Hall, the Blue Blazers, he likes to call himself. You got Big Time. You missed the segment. Dwayne was outstanding. Tackman was here today. Now on the panel, Laurel, of course, he was here in the chat room giving his expertise. I want to thank all you guys. Big Time, you have to watch from 50 minutes into the show on. Watch that far and then watch it the rest of it. The first 50 minutes we're talking about manosphere stuff. So watch it from 50 minutes on to I'll say about an hour 50 of the show. We did a good hour on what you wanted to see. Dwayne gave a good presentation today. We put it up there. I want to thank Nicer Sheila E. The beautiful. I know she's watching, Simone Love. I will see you later this evening. I will be back after Seahawks Rams. Halftime in Buffalo, 14-10. The Bills take the lead. Everybody enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your afternoon. I'll be back after the Seahawks game. That could be 8 o'clock this evening. I love you all. Enjoy your